this?
Yeah.
Okay, because he's pushing his way.
Okay.
Right. Let me take off my glasses. Oh. What I'm doing is asking just him to come through, and my gatekeepers keep the doors closed. Anyone but him. Do you have pressure in your forehead right now?
No, I did earlier because I had a really horrible migraine.
Okay. All right. Um, he's telling me that he's telling me for you to pay attention to that it's a migraine, but it's actually a download that you're getting. A spiritual download.
Why would I be getting a download this close? Yeah, I don't know. You wouldn't think I'd be getting one if I'm about to ready to die.
No, it is meant to it is meant to happen, so it's going to help you with your transition.
Okay.
All right.
Is that why maybe it came through as a really awful, awful migraine?
Yeah. Yeah, it's letting you know that you, they're aware that you're aware.
Aware of that I'm past my date. Way, way past it.
Mm, that was um like a warning date. Um
That wasn't my exit date.
a what?
That wasn't supposedly my.
No, no. Because spirit don't want you to know your date.
Why would my soul leave my body though? On because I physically, it left January 28th. I'm telling you, 'cause I felt it pop all the way out of my stomach like a giant gummy bear.
That was your baggage.
That was not my soul.
No, that was baggage
I
to
felt
leave it behind.
okay. I sure damn.
Um,
It felt so strange. I couldn't think of what else it could be but my soul, but I didn't know why it would be through my stomach. Not my heart.
right, because your heart is your main energy for your soul, but
Yeah,
the other was garbage. It was um everything negative, to- toxic waste kind of thing. It's like when you have bowel movements, you're getting rid of the toxicity in the food and all that. That's what they're showing me was it's like.
but I thought. I mean, was that I did? I wasn't mistaken. I heard my own death rattle. That was what that.
Yeah, it was to clear to clear to cleanse you, to clear you is what I'm being told.
I looked it up and I'm like, most people are gone in 2 days after they hear their, and most people don't even hear their own. They're usually unconscious or in a coma.
Yeah, no, they know you're ready.
Yeah,
but they're not ready.
they're not ready. What?
No.
But all the thing, the whole month after that, and I think past January 26th, it didn't feel like angels, but they had been trying to stop my heart for weeks
Yeah.
in painful ways that it didn't feel like it could be angels. You know what I mean? It was so painful.
Yeah. They saying that you need to experience the pain. I don't understand why, but that's what it said. That's what they're saying.
Like, and I know my brain is. I lost oxygen in my brain because I have that. I started getting seizures, and my head shakes. It's like cerebral hypoxia, where you lose a lot of oxygen in your brain and your heart.
Mhm.
And they're masking all the pain in my head right now and most of my anxiety, which I appreciate because I have awful anxiety and I don't feel the shaking. They took away the pain in my head, but I definitely am half brain dead because my head started getting seizures and I couldn't stop the shaking in my head or my arms or my hands. So I know I lost oxygen.
Yeah, it's telling me it's a process.
Uh,
I don't understand it, but they said it's a process.
it's a damn painful process.
Yeah.
Thing has been painful.
Um,
Like there's been whole 16-hour sessions where they like it felt like migraines all from like each point of my head through the whole head. And it took like 16 hours to go through a whole process where it felt like they were making me brain dead. Yet, and I thought, and I still ended up waking up, and they just made me feel that way, but they didn't actually kill my brain, but they made me feel like they were making me brain dead. It's just like the millions of times they tried to stop my heart and to remove me from my body in order to stop it, and they kept bringing me back because I thought it was because I have such high anxiety that they could not stop it, which is I think is how I'm supposed to die, is where it just stops. Or that or sleep apnea, because every time my heart stops, my brain reactivates my heart. And they were trying so many different ways to remove me from it. And I thought all those ways were trying to get me to die.
yeah, what I'm getting right now is the feeling I have in my head is um like a chalkboard been wiped clean.
Okay.
And it feels like it's numb. Did you feel that way in any part of the process at the ending or the beginning? Because it's making me feel um I'm
Or,
feeling your head.
well, I mean, like I said, eventually they stopped the pain, and I don't feel the seizures anymore. But I know, like, if they brought it back, it's not like the seizures have gone away because I lost a lot of oxygen in my head, so they would just sometimes my head still does do the shaking thing.
Right. But does it feel like it numb and blank feeling?
In the back of it, it felt like it almost felt like a stroke.
Okay.
My dad told me when he had his massive stroke that the back of his brain got numb, and it felt like that for a long time, but now it's not so much.
Okay.
And I thought maybe I was having a stroke because his dad had one and passed from it, and he had one and survived his. And I just remember him saying how he didn't have they don't know how he survived, but the most he had was his brain, the back of his brain felt all numb and um, he lost some memory, but that's,
Have you felt any nausea?
yeah, all the time.
Okay, because I was just feeling that nausea feeling.
And I'm bleeding really bad. And the thing is, I had a hysterectomy 10 years ago. I think a lot of it's hemorrhoids, but now I'm thinking maybe I have a cyst that I never got the ultrasound for. Or it could be, I don't know. It freaks me out because I don't know why I'm bleeding. And it's like really bad. Um, and it's painful.
You need to have that checked.
Well, that's the problem is I had all these things scheduled to do, but there's no point in checking because you know what I mean? I I'm at the point of no return right now.
Yeah, but um, I'm trying to
And I just don't
spirit. Yeah, spirit was just telling me something, but then they walked away.
it's just I don't wanna die in a hospital. I know I'm dying, and I don't want them to be working me up and whatever.
Right.
I rather go here. It just I'm scared of how much worse it's gonna get before I actually go because it's pretty bad now. Um, uh,
They're showing me of meditation of. Do you have a set of headphones?
yeah, but I can't because I overthink too much.
No, no, no. This is a guided meditation,
Mm,
which is on YouTube. Guided meditations, and they talk you into a meditation. Um, so the talking puts you in
even for
a.
somebody that has extreme panic and anxiety and overthinks
Mm-hmm.
every damn thing.
I overthink everything. My brain doesn't stop.
It's
So
yeah.
the only time I can meditate is I got into guided meditations on YouTube,
What
and it keeps my brain from doing its thing of a million things. I can concentrate on it. Um,
well, I kept ask
and I usually fall asleep within a few minutes, and that's what you need to do.
I
They're
kept
wanting you to relax your brain.
I kept asking them because I thought a lot of it was like I said, I thought they eventually gave up on trying because I thought my exit date was that day, and I thought eventually they gave up on all the torture they were doing and just wanted my heart to stop on its own. And I kept telling them, "Can you just knock me out? Because if I have any consciousness of of my heart beating, it's just gonna ramp up my anxiety. It's never gonna stop."
Yes, that's why they're telling me you need to go to the guided meditation. Um, I will send you a link on one of them
That's what.
that I always listen to. There's one guy.
That's how I'm supposed to die, though, is where my heart's just gonna stop. I think that's what.
Yeah, and you have to get your brain to stop overworking.
But like when my exit date comes, it's gonna happen. It's not gonna be delayed by me overthinking or anxiety or anything.
Right.
It's just
And I'm getting the number 14.
it's gonna, but it's gonna really happen on the day I'm supposed to go, right? It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna go past that because I don't.
Uh that is up to the divine, because every day there's a certain reason why you haven't, and I don't know it.
Yes, that's why I'm saying I think my exit date was January 30th. I really do. I really
Yeah,
honestly do.
but they want you to be in the right, not state of mind. In other words, they want you to stop um going in your head. I'm going to send you the links of a meditator that
That's
um
so much easier said than done with me. especially.
Oh, no, I understand completely because I can't literally,
Well,
if I don't take my meds and listen to guided meditation at night, I could never go to sleep because
the
my
thing
brain.
is, the longer I go past whatever exit date I'm supposed to have, I keep thinking about more ways to, I've done my own will, I've done my own obituary, because my brother is clueless with this stuff, so I've done it all myself, and every day I'm here, I keep thinking of more ways to make it easier on him, or I worry about my cats, like, initially, he was gonna take them, but now I don't want him to have them because it just wouldn't work out, so
Right.
I'm trying to find homes for the younger ones, which I think will go into a home. The older one, I'm not sure. Like I said, I did talk to my mother, I thought. Like I said, that's what I'm worried. I don't know if I really was talking to her, but according to her, Molly's got a heart condition and that she won't even make it to the end of the year. And I don't even know. I don't know if she really does have a heart condition because she hasn't gone to the vet. And she's 12 or gonna be 12.
She will be passed. I'm being shown she's going to pass when you pass.
And when not
She's going to walk you through.
that this what wait, she's gonna pass before I do?
No,
Oh,
you're going to pass at the same time.
ha on the same day? How in the heck?
I don't know. I'm just being told that's like side by side, side
There
by side.
so she, because I have her, I'm scheduling, it was supposed to be last Saturday, I was supposed to have Abby and Molly go to the vet, and I canceled it because my brother couldn't do it, and then I want him to take I want him to take Molly on Saturday just to confirm this heart thing because if she was gonna be okay, I wanted her to have her own home too, you know what I mean? If I knew she didn't have much time, then I'd let her be. She could be here by herself. She's more of a okay cat by herself, she just needs windows. But she can't be around the younger ones because they don't get along, but the main thing is she has a contagious eye condition that I don't want the younger ones to get.
Right.
But the younger ones are fine. I've got either my friend, who I trust completely, or the people that I got her from that will definitely find them a good home. So I don't worry about the younger ones. I just worried about
Yeah.
Molly. And then I guess Molly maybe she does have a really bad heart condition. It just maybe popped up recently, and I don't know it. Because I never thought she would live long because she's like the cat equivalent of me. She's got health
Yep.
problems like her whole life, and
That's why you meant to,
yeah,
that cat came into your life for a reason, and you're meant to go out and at the same time.
because I mean, my cats have all lived to be 16 and up if they're healthy, but I thought maybe she'd make it to 15. I thought, at least. But she's like I said, she's like me. If she gets over one thing, she gets another thing. And I've been like that since I was 12. And
Yeah.
she's the same way as me. She is like me, like if I was a cat.
Um,
I'm really relieved.
you've heard of doppelgangers?
Yeah, but I'm really relieved that she's going with me because I'd be so worried about her. You know,
Yeah, but that's what I see is
I hope you're talking about March 14th. That would be perfect.
I don't know. I just got the number 14. So I didn't know if it resonated with any other
We know what
uh
resonates with the 14th is Marvin passed on September 14th.
okay.
And I don't think I'm going to make it to September. My gut, I never had to ask anybody. I knew in August my time was coming, but my gut is not, my gut and the way have, that the oxygen has gone so low since the end of January. My gut is
Yeah.
already saying I should be gone, but I don't think I have, I maybe have a month, maybe. That's my gut.
Yeah.
But I honestly should have been gone already. In my honest opinion, I really think my exit date was the 30th of January. I really do.
Yeah, I'm gonna search for the right meditation for you to listen to that um yeah, I'm supposed to find the right one for you to listen to, and it will help.
So like I said, nobody I would talk to. Like I've been chronicling what's been happening to me since January 26th with a friend of mine, just because my cousin's an author, and I imagine she might write something about it. But who who's gonna read this and really believe me? That's the thing, because this is so unusual. This doesn't happen to people.
It would be in a chronicle of the spirituality.
But I mean, if you told anybody this that was a friend of yours, like I have told people, they all think I'm completely batshit crazy.
Yeah, but that's why I said it's spiritual, because I would uh, anyone that's spiritual can understand and believe that it actually is happening.
Well, no,
Uh,
I've had people that are spiritual and mediums, and they think I'm nuts. I mean, I just lost my therapist because she thinks I'm having a psychotic break, and I'm just like, I'm done with you. Goodbye. 'Cause,
yeah, no. Um yeah, cuz they don't understand.
well, she doesn't believe in mediums anyway.
Yeah, but some spiritualists,
Well, it's just like the one.
if they believed what the divine has in store for us
Yeah.
and could be completely open, they believe this.
Well, it's just like the friend, I don't know if you know Steven on here. Steven Smith, he's a proclaimed witch, but he kept telling me that demons don't exist. And he was the only one that I knew that could help me. He said demons don't exist, and he kept throwing me the suicide hotline number. And then the
No.
guy that actually did the exorcism is a witch, and he's like, he is
Yeah.
totally a BS. He is not a whatever he is. He's not a witch. I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
I've had so many people just throw me the damn suicide hotline number because they think I'm nuts. And you know what his reasoning was, is he knew I had been abused when I was a kid, like from like maybe a baby to 14 by my brother. And when I started telling him that this thing was like raping me and stuff, he thought I was having like traumatizing flashbacks from something that happened that stopped when I was 14. I'm almost
Yeah.
49. But that's what people
Yeah.
do. That's what my therapist is doing. She's labeling me as depressed, and she will not knock it. She won't believe it's like anything I say from the now and the future is always going to be depression. My dad's wife is doing the same thing. She thinks I am personally hurting him because I know he's dying. Like she thinks I'm mocking it or something or trying to make him worse. And I had a friend of 25 years I just lost because she had an experience where she did die for maybe 2 minutes, and she thinks I'm mocking her whole experience. And, like I've lost so many people that like I've just learned the true colors of so many people in the last couple weeks that
Mhm.
it's just awful. It is awful that I'm not getting
Yeah.
like any kind of support. Like all people are thinking is I'm lying to them.
Mhm.
I have
I
very
oh, I believe you,
I have very
because it
few
does happen.
I have very few that actually believe me and trust that I'm telling the truth. My brother, I know, still does not fully believe me, but I've been telling them this since August, and then when I started saying in January that it was really bad, that I felt it was coming sooner, he's like, "Oh, please don't rehash August." See, he's never had health problems, and he's 4 years older, and I made him go to the ER in the hospital with me to prove to him that
Yeah.
doctors are not medical magicians, and I've been through the system my whole life, and I know how they are. and they ended up stereotyping me. They could not find what was wrong with me. There's no way they could, because I kind of know where the problem is. They can't find it. It's like behind my heart, I think.
just got the image of that.
Because
As you said that, it's like I see something hiding behind your
you
heart.
know what the thing is? I did have the CT scan, the heart CT scan on January 8th, which that and the pulmonary test is the only thing that the hospital wanted to do for me when I was in there in August with all this. I didn't do the pulmonary test because that was the day that my oxygen dropped so low that I knew I'd flunk it. But the
Right.
CT thing said I have the LCX artery that wraps around the left side of your heart, and only 5 to 7% of the population have this. And I know it's something it's in that artery and it's wrapped behind it. And I know for a fact that it's what that is. Because also my pulmonary artery is dilated. I've got several small arteries around it. If anything happens in that LCX, it's either a widowmaker, you're just dead. But
Mm-hmm.
it's so rare. And I'd never wanted an autopsy. I mean, I wrote on my will I don't want one, but I told my brother, you better damn get one, because I have a feeling this is a family genetic thing that has been overlooked for generations. And I just want people to be tested, because maybe in other people it could be found and fixed.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, they just couldn't find it. And maybe they could have, but my heart is positioned in a way that they maybe couldn't see it, because they kept every test I've had, they said they can't see 30% of my heart. And
Right.
I kept telling the cardiologist, I'm like, does that not matter to you? And they're like, they said, well, you're reading the results wrong. It says we can see all of it. I'm like, it says right on there you can't see 30%. And then they said, well, you know what? We don't even care. We could see 70%, and that's enough for us.
Yeah, but yeah, it's hidden for a reason because they're not meant to see it.
Yeah, and I told my brother the only way they're gonna find it is either if they took my heart out for open heart surgery or something, or the autopsy.
Yeah.
I don't there's no other way they could find it, because my heart is not if it was positioned correctly, maybe, but I just don't think there's any test that you can see the back of anyone's heart. I think if something's back there, it's lost.
Yeah, and the only way is through autopsy or heart
Yeah.
surgery. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did only I mean, I had to do my own research. And the only other thing I found was the right heart catheterization thing, but I don't think that would even find it. But that's the only other thing I can think of trying. But my internist turned it down. She's like, "You don't need it."
Yeah.
So
Um,
it wouldn't have worked anyway.
you've got a connection with spirit in regards to the know of your destiny.
Yeah, like I was this is going to sound weird too, but I don't think I was supposed to make it past age 11, because I almost died when I was 11. If my dad wasn't home, I'd be dead. I was choking on a popcorn seed, and my mom was in her room, and she thought I couldn't say anything because I was choking. And she told my dad, was like, I don't know what's wrong with her. She's waving her arms. My mom thought I was having a panic attack and said to breathe into a bag. And my dad didn't know how to do the Heimlich. It only happened to pop out on the third try. And then if I didn't die then, which I think that was supposed to be my day of leaving, I almost drowned a couple months after that. So I don't think I was supposed to make it past 11. And I know that sounds weird.
Okay, I was just told 9 lives, just like a cat. 9 lives.
But I've felt that my whole life, that I wasn't supposed to make it past
So,
11.
if you think about it, how many have you experienced?
A
Have you
lot,
experienced?
a lot.
Okay, so you technically have already had your 9 lives.
Yeah, but it makes a lot of sense to me because my health problems started a year after I was supposed to be dead, and they never stopped. So a lot of it makes sense that I maybe should have gone and maybe
Yeah,
was saved by someone, and I don't know.
that you were okay. You were served a purpose of why you're still here. Your purpose has almost come to an end.
So I haven't actually. So I would have thought by age 11 I would have served the purpose.
Mm-mm. No,
Hmm.
because just like you said in regards to an autopsy,
It is. It is. It is
you
genetic.
are a
It is
tool for um,
helping family. That's what it is. I know it is.
to the medical community.
Well,
Um,
that plus I really do believe that it's I have a lot of heart problem things on my mom's side. And I think a lot of people that passed ended up thinking it's just a heart attack. And this is the only I'm the only one, the first one in the whole family that's going to prove that it is genetic and that you could
yes.
be tested for it. And I'm just crossing my fingers up there that for some people with DNA testing, it can be helped. I don't know for sure because I don't know what it is. I'm just praying to God that it can be fixed. That's all.
It as long as there is an organization where you can have your body donated to science.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know that. But I just wanted the autopsy. I mean, I already have my burial plan. My mom was buried in when she passed. I got the crypt. She's in an above ground crypt. I'm
Oh,
gonna
okay.
be right next to her, and I had that since she passed because I always planned to go with my mother. You know, she's like my best friend. Plus, I always believed in her reasoning. She would have been buried in the ground, but when her brother died, it was raining really, really bad, and they had to lower him into water basically. And it got so into her brain that she's like, I do not want to be in the ground. I don't want to be cremated. She wanted to be
Who
above.
had a stroke?
I had it. Was it
All of a sudden I got pain back here, like I suffered a aneurysm or stroke.
Yeah. So that was the feeling I had when my head went numb. I figured it was.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. Cause I said, because it's the exact same things my dad told me that he had when he had his stroke. And you know what's so strange about it? His dad had the same thing, and his dad died a few months before he turned 50. My dad survived the same massive thing with, like said, minimal damage. And he's almost going to be 80, even though he does have terminal cancer in both lungs. He's lived 4 years with it. I know they usually give you 5 max. I think he may have a year. I don't know. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping he takes all the time I don't have. But it's just so weird because that's another genetic damn thing in the family. And I know that was a stroke. When I felt the head thing, when it's like I said, it has started towards the end of January. I felt something happening in the back of my head where it went all
Yeah.
numb. And
You're gonna have another one.
well, the thing is, I don't know how I'm surviving these things either, because or why I'm not passed out because I'm losing a lot of blood and I'm losing a lot of oxygen. I should have been blacked out, and I never have blacked out. And
Yeah, I don't know the purpose of. They're not saying anything. They're just telling me this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
I just
This
keep
is gonna happen.
I pray to black out because that's what I thought maybe I needed to black out so that they could take they could stop my heart and I'd have no my brain wouldn't be overthinking or my anxiety wouldn't be doing it or my sleep apnea wouldn't keep jolting me because I basically die 50 times a night anyway when my heart stops.
Um,
So
yeah, it's Goodness gracious.
I don't think my heart can be killed, that's the problem. It's got so many things going on, it keeps restarting somehow. It's like they can't kill my heart is what they're trying to do, though.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a heart attack. I know very well it's just gonna stop because if I had
Yeah, you're just gonna fall asleep and not wake up.
that's what I hoped, and I already knew that um,
Yeah.
because I all the oxygen loss since that's just what happens. That's not what a heart attack does. That's when you stop.
Yeah, that is what my purpose is today, is to get you that. I have to find that one meditation and for you to listen to when you go to sleep and stuff, or when you want to take a nap, whenever. Anytime you want to close your eyes, you listen to this. Um,
Do you really think it'll work, though? That's what my question. Because
that's what I'm being shown and told, that I have to search for the right meditation for you.
oh,
Um,
I pray to God it's the 14th of this month. I mean, I know they can't tell me, but I al
yeah, and they're not
but
gonna tell me either.
but I
I
also
got 14.
well, I also know they have told me my exit date was January 30th, like, if I was indeed talking to them, and that's the whole reason I wanted to talk to you today is just to find out if I have been talking to them or is some other something.
No, you're not. You're getting messages from them. Um, it's just messages that it seems like don't make sense,
No,
but
but,
they will make sense.
I mean,
I'm going.
is it possible to tell me if everything I've been talking about and happening with Marvin is really him? That's the only thing I'm really concerned with right now because 'cause I'm starting to think maybe it's something else. And actually, the things only started with him, like, intimately, sort of towards, like, the end of January, and I thought maybe it's because he knew I was dying and that he finally able to show me that something does exist like that on the other side. Like, he was just waiting till I was gonna die to do that, but now I don't know, now I'm confused.
Okay, I want you to. I want you to forget um, the feelings. Just pay attention to the words. Um, when you're talking to Marvin,
Well, yeah,
don't put it.
it's
Don't
hard
put any
to
feelings into it except for what's in your heart.
well, see,
Is
it's
what
hard to
I'm.
shut off the feelings because it's like constant arousal, if you know what I mean? I can't shut it just he just I just really
It's a a fantasy type arousal.
is it him, though?
It's whatever you want it to be.
I
Not in a negative sense.
no, but I really wanna I really need to talk to him.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm there. I got my pendulum out for a reason here.
'Cause it's just gonna make me more anxious if I think there's some possibility of a bad thing lingering around here, and I don't want that right now. And I know it. I know I'm an easy target because 'cause I'm very sick, so that's why I'm worried. And I don't want that's just too much to worry about. I don't wanna have that on top of it. But, I mean, I he won't lie to me, so if it is not him, I know he'll tell me it's not him. I just
Okay.
really wanna know.
Yes, it is, because I asked him to step forward and answer that question through my pendulum. Um, it wasn't moving very much, but it was moving. Yes and yes. Um,
Okay. There's no negative anything around me.
No.
Is it possible to actually talk to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there.
It's like I
Yeah.
I kind of need to hear him say it himself. I know.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I am closing my eyes because I don't want my eyes on the pendulum. I'm letting spirit just control it,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
I'm just asking the
the only other
question.
weird thing was since January, like I said, I didn't count, but it's been 100 different times that I felt completely lifted all the way up out of my body, where I could feel my body is just laying here and I'm away from it. And I could feel like my mom was here, my grandmother, him, all lifting me all these times. And
Yeah,
then I keep waking up here. And I feel like they're just as confused as I am as to why I'm not being taken. And my cats are even worse. They could be in another room and they will know what's happening. They'll be jumping on my chest, meowing in my face. And it's just confusing them. It's confusing me, confusing everybody in my family. Because I think
cats know when
yeah,
spirit's trying to leave.
well, yeah, that's why he's in another, like, Milo, especially because he's my baby. But it's like he even gave up because it's happened so much. I think it's just confusing to all of them because they all have thought I'm already left a million times.
But my cats are roaming around in my basement right now. It's like they don't come down. They're not allowed down here that much in my office.
I just think it's kinda sad for the cats because they've gotten so upset all these times, and then I end up still being here, and they probably get hope that maybe I'm not gonna go anywhere and stay with them, and then every time it happens again, they just get upset again, and they're meowing, and they're kneading on my chest, and
Yeah.
they
Um,
they stare at me. Oh my god, they
s-
stare at me.
start especially because they're helping keeping you alive.
Well, I know that, yeah.
So if you're wanting that to stop, you'll have to let them stay out of your room when you go to bed.
Oh, see, they're the type of cats, that's why they need a new home because they're the type that need a person, and my brother has 2 cats, and they are the same way, they need a person. Mine
Yeah,
would have to be separated because they don't get along, and they'd be alone a lot of the time, and my cats could not handle being alone. They need their own person. That's why
yeah,
I've decided to find a new home,
yeah.
and that's the way they are. If I go in, they won't even let me go to the bathroom. They claw down the
Hmm.
door. I can't. I tried to sleep in other rooms. They won't let me.
Because the spirit of death is behind you.
Well, Milo knew I was gonna die before I did. He started sitting on my chest staring at me way before August.
Yeah.
And he never had done that before. He just kept staring at me like he's trying to memorize my face. Like he
No,
thinks
he's paying attention. Literally, when I see you if you're walking this way.
mhm.
Um, literally, you have a shadow following you.
Oh.
You have a shadow of death.
Hmm.
So, um, they're just waiting for that one time and the one time only. Um,
But he's the thing is they've like I said, this
yeah,
them and my family and me all have felt this happening over 100 times to me already.
yeah.
That's why that's why I know my exit date was passed already, 'cause it's
All
just
right.
it went on so much.
Messed up my cards because it's not in the right deck here. I need it. I'm looking for a certain.
I did find out my brother's name, though. I had a brother that died in utero.
Okay.
Unless I was just not talking to my mom, but if I was, I found out what his name is.
Does it start with a C?
No. It's actually Luke, and I guess he was named by God. That I thought maybe my mom named him when he got there, or when she got there, but I guess I guess he's the age he would be if he was here, which is 2 years older than my brother now. So, like, 54.
Right.
But she said his name was Luke, but maybe that's not right. I just like I said, I'm too trusting. I just assume I'm talking to my mom and Marvin, and I don't know.
No, you are. With what had happened has
It's put doubt. I don't trust
put
anything.
doubt. Yes, put a lot of freaking doubt in you. That's why I'm pulling a surrender card, but I'm saying there's something we're missing. So
Well, it's just like there's no way I could ever trust again, because every time I do, it ends up being not what I thought. It ends up being something else.
All right. This first one makes sense, but I'm told one more. Okay, I gotta get a pair of glasses because I left my glasses upstairs.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, I need a pair to be able to read this. So I'll get my Dollar Tree glasses out. Okay. Oh,
I actually was gonna get that.
new ones.
I actually was gonna get that same background because it looks like, it's like
No,
it's a cool thing where it looks like you can
a
see
forest.
far into the forest by just looking at it. Like it's
Yeah,
a hidden
that's
world.
what you need to do. Okay. The first one I got, surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in your relationship, which practice expressing your needs. Remember that no is a complete sentence, but you are setting limits.
I just read that. Well, because I stopped talking to people that I know are, like, I only told 2 people in the beginning that this was happening, but now everybody knows because my whatever I posted privately got out there, so but I've people are trying to get things from me, money or advice, before I'm even gone. Like, and so I've gotta
Okay,
stop talking to them.
this was the second card, and as we were talking about nature, it came out before you even mentioned it. And as you're talking about other people pleasing.
Mhm.
So the surrender card is to the beauty of natural world. Um, what I'm getting from this is you need to, when you're listening to the guided meditation that I'm going to send you, and look at or imagine that or this.
Okay.
Okay. You need to surrender to it, and you are ready to be part of nature.
Well, I just have to stop, the problem with me is I have a problem saying no to people when they need help, you know what I mean? Advice or
Mm-hmm.
money, and the one girl I lent money to because she said she had a 0 balance and didn't even have enough for food, and so I gave her quite a bit, and now she, keep
Ghosted you?
no, now she just keeps
Oh,
giving me more sob stories and,
oh,
wants my advice on depression and all this, and I'm like, I don't have advice on depression. No therapist has ever helped me. I've had to figure it out on my own. I'm not in a capacity right now to give anyone advice, nor keep helping you monetarily. and now I don't respond to her no more because now she wants me to give her my phone number, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah, that's
I gave her way too much already.
this one here is to surrender the habit of people pleasing, but focus on your own happiness
Yeah.
instead of trying to make everyone else happy.
Well, see, the thing is, the reason I was telling people that this was going to happen is I thought, okay, I wanted people to know so I could tell them goodbye and that I love them. But
Right.
that's not what happened. Like I said, that's
No.
everybody thinks I'm lying or mocking them, or there's very few that believe me.
Well,
Especially, and
that's why
what the
that's why I said you have to like with me, I feel your energy. I experience and see it. So for me to say that what you're going to go through, I have I can't judge that. It's not up to me. And I believe you because everything that's happened, I felt and I see it.
well, what also is these people, if they really knew me, which a lot of them have known me a long time, I cannot lie to save my life. So I would never be lying about this, nor would I
Yeah.
want attention because I do not want attention. I like my privacy, and
Yeah.
I am not this creative to create some kind of story like this. But the thing that bothers me the most is this one girl, like I said, that I had known half my life. She she said, "Oh well, you said you were gonna die in August," and I'm like, she said days or something. I'm like, I never said days. I said I just knew my time was short in August. But now it's just like she's mad at me because I'm not dead. It's like, and I'm getting this from a couple people that are like, "Well, you said you were gonna die, but at this point, and whatever, you're still here." It's like, you're mad that I'm still here? What?
Because you're putting a date on it. Don't put any date.
But I didn't.
Just leave it. I'm going to be well, you did with January, but
Well, no, I know.
that's
I didn't. I didn't tell people January. The thing is,
no,
I just
you
told
felt
people. I just told people in August that I felt my time was coming. Like I
yeah.
would tell that to the ER people. I told that to my last therapist appointment in person was January 21st. I told her that to her face. I'm like, I don't feel like I have much time, and that was before the last decline happened. And
Mm,
it's just everybody looks at you like you're completely nuts. So it's like
yeah.
I've never actually told anyone a date. The only people that I've told the exit date thing is the girl I've been chronicling like what's been happening to me, and like maybe one other person and my brother. But no, nobody else knows. I've never told anybody else a date. I just said I knew my time was coming.
Yeah.
That's it. And everybody, but she insists I told her that I had days in August, and I never said that. I just said I just
Well, it is days. You just
well,
can be 3 days or 300 or 3,000
well, the
days.
thing is, I knew the exact day in August when the decline started. That's the day I told people, August 15th. I felt exactly when that's the day I felt my heart drop, like somebody stuck a pin in it from 100 down to 20% oxygen. I felt that exact time it happened, and I knew that exact day that that meant my time was short.
Yeah.
That's all I ever said. I didn't say I had no clue when it was coming. I just knew it was coming. You know, I didn't know how soon. I still don't know.
Marvin backed off a way because we got a little off track.
Ugh.
So I've been asking him to come forward while you've been talking. So
It
that's
was,
why I took glasses
he
off.
like one time when like I know he think cause he must because like he and my mom talk a lot now, and she's a chatterbox like I am. And I just know when sometimes when I'm talking to him like or when I used to talk to him in the bathroom sometimes he'd get sick of me or he'd think I'm talking too much and the TV would turn on and he'd be turning on South Park because he loves that show. It was just kind of like his sign just to like shut up and stop overthinking. And that's probably what he's doing. He's like, shut up.
Yeah.
He knows I
He's
overthink. He knows I do.
That's because you're lonely?
Well, the thing is, I'm surprised he hasn't walked away from me and my mom because we're both chatterboxes and he's not. And I don't know if we're gonna turn him into one or not, but he's probably sick of us talking all the time. It's
No, because that gives him less he has to worry about making conversation.
well, yeah, I guess, but I think
That's what he said. Yeah, I don't have to conversate.
I think I've turned him into a I think I'm gonna turn him into a chatterbox, though. I think he's gonna talk more than he used to. At least
Yeah.
he won't be afraid to. He used to not tell me. I don't know much about him because he would never talk about himself. That's why I always wanted to know because I don't he closed himself off so much because of what happened. Something really bad happened to him with another girl, and so he closed himself off from anyone else. And I didn't never
Hmm.
he always would ask about me, but I could never get anything out of him. So I really it's weird that I've known him for 14 years, but I don't really know him.
You know him, you don't know his past.
No, but I knew something happened to him because
Hmm.
I told
His
him I knew the hesitancy, uh, the fact when I would try to touch his back, he would flinch. The fact when I would try to hug him, he would not put his arms up. He would hold them down. This girl completely destroyed any bit of love he had left.
Yeah, the intimacy.
And I knew it because I didn't know what happened, but I knew it was a girl. I just never knew what. And it's
Uh,
really awful. It is really awful.
he's stepping forward, so
Okay.
I was trying to keep him at bay. Um, but he's ready to
I know
talk.
he's here because he's holding my hand. He's been holding my hand the whole time.
Yeah, but he just lets you vent, let you talk.
Yeah, I know he's sick of me talking. He wants me to shut up. That's what he wants. He knows how to shut me up too, if that's really him doing these things. That's probably why he does it, because he wants me to shut up.
You know, there's no way to get you to shut up.
Well, he knows why. He knows why I talk more now.
You won't get a word in edgewise when you pass. I'm gonna talk your ear off.
But he's gonna talk my ear off?
I sure am.
No, I don't think he can out-talk me.
Lessons your mom has given me.
Okay.
I will put my finger on your lips to make you stop, so you will pay attention to me while I talk.
He could just kiss me and I'd shut up. He knows that.
Mm-mm. Because that will lead to others.
Well, yeah, but I don't have a problem with that.
But it's not you're gonna need to hear. So I will put my finger on your lips, so you will hear me.
Okay.
No, let me rephrase that. So you will listen to me.
Okay.
I'm aware of everything that's going on.
Okay.
I'm with you all the time because I want to be ready for you when you come.
I know you're.
Your mother is also anticipating the day.
I know.
But you do need to relax yourself.
You know me.
Surrender to the completion of your journey.
I kind of thought I already did.
Your mind has not,
Mhm.
but your heart
Well, no,
has.
I can't stop my mind.
That's what today is for, is to help you get your mind where it needs to be. Just have faith.
Okay.
Even though you say you're ready, you're actually not.
Yeah, I know.
You have a fear of it because of the pain you've had lately.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going somewhere good. Or with you.
You are. So keep that out of your head. You will be with me, and you will be with your mother.
Has this all been you, though, being intimate with me?
It's through your mind of what you want, but I cannot do that in this state.
So you're not even the one that initiating it.
It is what your will is granting you that. Do you understand?
Sort of, because I want it to be you. But
Yeah. The want is more powerful than you can imagine.
but do you want it that much?
Do you want to cross over? Then you have to stop with the worldly things,
No.
and that be one.
So that does not exist there.
What did you say?
Intimacy doesn't exist where you're at.
It's something that you need. So creation is yours. Once you are here, it will be different.
Will it be anything like it would be here?
I do not know that answer because I've not experienced it here. But once you're here, we will experience it together.
Okay. Will I get to at least?
So when I said about your worldly possessions and things that you're going through,
Mhm.
you have to make them complete. You have to complete your chapters. You have to complete what needs to be done for you to be ready. You say you're ready, but your actions Don't show it.
I don't know what I need to do.
Just imagine. Just put yourself in that place of being forgiven.
But it's just hard because I'm afraid.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not. I'm just afraid I'm not going somewhere good.
You are going somewhere good. So get that fear needs to go. That fear is following you.
But I haven't had any signs that there is good. That's the problem.
You're not going to get the signs that you're wishing for because they're not true, um, what should I say, feelings or the ideas. Don't put ideas of what you're anticipating because it's not anything like you anticipate. It is completely a feeling of renowned, worldly, enlightened. I mean, I can go on because what you expect humans to think and then come in here, it's totally different. You will be here. Everyone comes here.
Will I actually be able to hold you and kiss you like and not be a hologram?
I I can't say for sure because I don't know. But we will be together in the way of heart to heart.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've hugged people there, though. Does it feel like you're hugging a person?
Yeah, but it's different. It's not solid.
Yeah.
It's from within, and you'll experience that. And that's the um this cat is weird.
I just. I just want to wrap my arms around you, and it doesn't sound like I can.
You but it's spiritual. It's from the love. We will have the hugs, but it will be how can I say from our being, from our soul. Our souls will be connected in our souls because it's not a physical thing like you're thinking, but we will be able to do, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain up here.
When you're laying behind me and I feel all this love from you, is that kind of how it is, I guess? Or I can
Yeah,
feel it radiating off of you?
yeah, it's the energy. And it's like what you will feel is like an explosion of our energies combining. Is that easier to understand? So it's like
And,
euphoria of energy.
but, okay. I guess I mean, I am tied to the. It's just because I never got to be with you physically.
We will.
I
We will.
never got to kiss you more.
You have in your dreams.
I don't remember.
Nope. You're not too. Not. You're not able to remember because the things that you don't remember are the true things. It will all come to you soon.
I guess I mainly just want to.
I know you want to be with me,
I mainly just
and
want to. I really just want to hold you and just feel all the love from you. That's all I wanted.
you will. And it will be a different kind of love that you're not even expecting. It's going to be, I can't even say the words.
Just better.
Because, yes, much, much better. It's going to be something that you're going to go, wow, I never expected this. It's going to be like that.
So you can sort of feel pleasure in some way.
Yes, it's just a different way, and to explain it with the way I am now and the way you are, it's hard to um,
Okay.
put it into words of how it is up here. It's
So
it's beautiful.
the me thinking, obviously, I guess I'm imagining that it's you that's with me, but it's not. But
But it's not anybody. It's mind over matter,
yeah.
because that evilness is gone. It's not coming back.
Is there a pleasureness though that exists where I would feel some kind of an orgasm or something?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I cared about.
Yes.
Like,
So,
ca-
but that is one of the things that's also keeping you there, because you want to feel that.
but I mean, can we essentially like lay on a beach somewhere where I can like feel like I'm laying in your arms? Something similar?
You can, yeah, you can put us in anywhere, any place, and imagine it before you even go to sleep, and then your dreams will take you there.
I mean, but is that like a some sort of a possibility where you're at?
We can travel anywhere. You can go anywhere.
Will I be able to kind of feel like I'm laying in your arms?
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes. I mean, we still see what people looked like, but it's not seeing with our eyes, it's seeing with our soul.
So do you pick an age that you want to look like?
You can change it at any time,
Oh, okay.
so we can be the same age.
Oh, so we could be whatever age we wanted to be with each other.
Yes,
Okay. You know I don't care what age you are, right? I don't care.
yes, I know. But you want me to be. Ooh, I'm just seeing blue.
I would just like to know what you did look like when you were younger, but it doesn't matter.
We can gradually get there.
I never knew what you looked like when you.
No, but like I said, we can gradually get there, because if you were to come here while I was younger looking, you wouldn't recognize me. So I'm going to stay the way I am. So that way you know where I'm at.
Well, I do know what you look like when you were 18. That's it.
Yeah, but 18 was not a good.
You look
Yeah.
good.
As a teenager. Yeah.
You know you look good, Marvin.
Yeah, but
You always
mentally,
I know you are,
immaturity.
but you always look good to me. Don't. I know you don't believe that, but you do.
Well, I appreciate that.
Like, I'd be perfectly. That's why I don't care. I don't care. You would look good at any damn age.
Okay. Well, then, there we go. I won't change. That means you can't change either.
I don't like the way I look at the age you remember me. I don't like that age.
Well, I'm referring to now.
I don't like
'Cause I
this
think
age.
you look good.
It don't look good. I want to be 20.
Ick.
What?
I'm just teasing you.
You met me when I was 22.
I'm just teasing you. I had to do something.
I know. You're always teasing. You always tease me.
Do you have any other questions? Just be patient and let April help you.
Well, I
I
mean,
think she's going to find the right tool for you.
I know you can't tell me when I'm leaving. I know
No,
that. But is it something with,
sorry.
is it something with a 14? Like she said?
I don't know. I don't know if it means 14 days, 14 weeks.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
But 14 has something to do with it.
But my,
And it could be the 14, 4 and 1 together, maybe 5 even. I don't know the astrology part, and that I can't I
you,
can't tell you.
you know the day, though. I know you know the day.
No, I don't.
You don't.
They don't. No,
They don't tell you.
nope.
Hmm.
But when the divine tells us to go, we go. If you need help or we need to be, we need to be there. We will be there.
Well, based on my gut, I don't. I feel like it's soon. But I can't. I wouldn't know a day either.
Yeah,
But I don't think it's long.
I don't feel it's that long away either. But what do I know? I'm just a spirit up here.
I just miss you so damn much.
It'll be soon. It'll be soon. Most definitely.
Are you the one that is taking me?
Oh, I'll be there holding your hand the whole trip through.
Can we? Are we gonna be alone together for a while?
Hmm. Let's start off. Your mom's going to be with us too.
So the whole.
But we can just tell mom to go away.
So like when I get there, I'm gonna have.
You're gonna have a lot of family around you to help you with the transition. It's normal.
But I mean, when I get there and you're there, can we go off on our own before I have to see everyone else?
Mm, that's up to the divine.
Damn. I just expected you. I'd be bypass everybody.
Yeah, well, we have to meet our worldly thing. Um, I don't know. I just got worldly, and that was it.
Do we really meet it? Do we really meet everybody we've ever met in this life?
There'll be a walkthrough. I'm
Okay.
gonna call it a walkthrough. It's like this person, this person, this person, this person, but not as this person. And then you get to talking about. No, it's just um, a breezeway of people that you've connected with,
Is there any
and
way to avoid people that hurt me, though?
oh, they won't be around. Unless you have forgiven them,
No,
they won't be in your life
I can't.
or afterlife.
I tried. I can't forgive them though. But
There you go.
I don't want to say them.
Yep. They won't. They can't. So you're okay with that.
Did your high school girlfriend really tell you that she's gonna see you in the afterlife though? Like,
I haven't seen her.
no, I mean,
I don't want to see her.
she never told you that she wanted to be with you in the afterlife?
If she did, I don't recall because it won't happen.
Okay. But I'm not your soulmate, am I?
Yes, you are.
I am. From this life, I'm your soulmate.
Yes.
But it was
That's
only
why I'm here
it was only
to,
this,
to let you know I'm going to be here.
was I only your soulmate in this one life?
No,
Okay, good.
we've had a couple times.
Good. Was one of those times when the deja vu thing when we were in Lantau Island in Hong Kong? Or is that just me? Cause
I don't know.
okay.
I'm not being shown anything.
Have you ever been to Venice, Italy?
No,
No. Okay. Boy,
it's a dream.
that's what I'm saying. There's so much I've heard that it's not true about you.
No,
I
something's coming around.
I really don't know. That's why I'm saying I won't know what's true about you until I see you.
Yeah, don't listen to other people.
I try not to, but damn, I did. Like so you did you ever have a pet snake or turtle?
Reptilian.
So like when you were during the last part of your life, you had a snake.
I wouldn't call it a snake. I'd call it a gecko.
Okay. But see, you weren't able to have pets where you were anyway, right? Unless they were a reptile. You couldn't have a cat or a dog where you were.
I just preferred not to have to worry about feeding and cleaning up after.
Oh, but
Reptilians are so much easier.
you could have had a cat or a dog.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole thing about you being afraid of heights, like where you
Oh, yeah, I don't like it.
so you couldn't even really look. The whole thing about you not being able to look out your condo window a lot was true. Or
Mm, it's like it would give me
vertigo.
yes, thank you.
But you tried to get. Was that like? Didn't you? Did you try to get a condo that was lower floored?
I always liked lower floor anyways. That's the only reason why it's I preferred lower floors.
But they didn't have a lower floor. Then,
Yeah, I just took what I could afford, what I needed at the time.
but you never went to the roof of your building.
I always go to the roof. You got to check that out.
You have been up there,
Yeah,
Mm.
once or twice.
So you can't be
I
that.
just no.
You can't be
It's
that afraid.
I wouldn't go near the sides. 'Cause you can be in the middle of the roof and not go to the sides.
Well, I'm just glad you're not af- af- afraid. I don't know. Um.
But if I was, it was my worldly life. I don't have no fears anymore.
So so you could. So you really, when you really don't like anything you were afraid of here. You're not anymore. You're like
No, it's liberating. Whatever bothered you before, it's not part of your
Oh, good.
spiritual.
So, uh, could we essentially go on like a helicopter ride?
We can imagine anything. We can hop, skip, and a jump in somebody else's life and go with them.
That
It's so much freedom up here.
you literally can go anywhere you want in the world,
Yeah.
and like,
So if you want to take a trip to Australia, we can do that.
well, you know where I want my honeymoon.
You just have to say exit stage left or right. I'm just teasing. We can go wherever we want to.
Well, you know where I always. My mom's probably told you where I always wanted to go on my honeymoon, and I never would go there unless it was my honeymoon.
Yeah, that is a special place that you've put aside in your heart of what you want with your true love. And we will go there.
Well, I do consider you my husband,
I know you do.
and I do.
But I can't say you're my wife because you're not here.
But when I am there, you're gonna call me your wife.
We will make it official.
But I didn't
I
think.
don't know if it can be done up here, but
Yeah,
heck,
I didn't think you could get married.
I mean, it's souls connecting together. So
Well,
you'll join as one.
I still consider when I found out you loved me, I still consider when you tried to propose, I just go with that as being the day we got engaged because that's what you wanted.
It is.
You, I don't know why you thought I'd say no though. I don't know why.
Create my own heartbreak before I had a heartbreak.
Did you really not come after me because you um
Fear of rejection.
even when I told you to come after me?
Yes, because of the situation.
How fast after meeting me did you really fall in love with me?
It was almost instantaneously
Okay.
because you have your spirit, your love, your aura just spoke to me.
Did you feel like I was your soulmate like right away like I did?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it's like what the heck does this girl have on me?
Good.
It's like grabbed from the heart with both hands.
Good. 'Cause I thought I was the only one.
No,
I knew you were my true love right when I met you. I don't know either. Just something I felt.
don't need to cry.
You you can't cry,
You,
okay, right?
we still can cry. We still get emotions, but there's no physical tears.
You're gonna make me cry, you know that, right? I'm sure
Oh yeah, we're both gonna cry. Our hearts are gonna weep.
you you've got things planned up there, don't you?
I'm not saying a word. No, I played the fifth.
Oh, you know you don't have to do any of that stuff, right? You know
It's been too long already.
you're all I want. I don't want anything else. I don't need anything else.
No, it's you'll understand when we get here. It's completely different from what you're thinking. There's no worldly expectations. It's just you are.
Are you more of the person that would wanna live somewhere or just never have, like, a home?
Well, that's pretty much what it is up here. We don't have a home. We live within ourselves.
Okay.
So
Have
we
you
will be within ourselves together.
have you already traveled to a lot of places?
Mm, I've done some traveling.
think
Turkey's one of them, and I don't like turkey.
I never even thought about visiting Turkey.
Yeah, I know. Neither did I, and I went there, and it's like, what?
Well,
Yeah,
you said you went to you'd never been to Italy, right?
no. But I wanna be in a gondolier with you. So
But I hope it I'm afraid you might I'm just scared you're not gonna like it. I don't know. Not everybody does.
yeah, but we see it on this side of the realm. We see things much different.
But,
It
like,
can be majestic.
you didn't travel much in your life though, did you?
Mm-mm, no, I think it was meant to be an afterlife thing.
So, like, the only countries you probably went to are probably, like, Germany then, right?
Mm, no, I'm trying to remember. I've been somewhere else, and I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember.
But you really love Germany, I think.
The food was very good.
Well, yeah, the bratwurst, Wiener Schnitzel, yeah, all of that is good. They don't make it
but
any
the
better.
but the beer, ugh.
Oh, you didn't like the beer?
No, it's not. I don't can't even call it beer.
But I thought you were,
It
like, a lover of all beer.
Yeah, but it's not a beer. It's a lager. It's heavy and it's dark and it's a lot of times it could be very bitter. I mean, there was a flavor or two that I liked, but
I just know that you always liked, that you did like your drinks.
yeah, I prefer a mixed drink over lager or yeah, because they're you can make them fruitfully or you can make them harsh, like
Can you tell
bad
me
whiskey.
I at least know what your favorite movie is?
One that you and I are going to make. We're going to make
Oh,
we're going to make our own movie
you
of
are
our life after life.
you are as romantic as I pictured. Exactly.
Yeah.
God,
Well, if there's not anything else, she's getting very weak.
I know, I know. I know I miss you. I can't wait to talk to you.
Well, do as she says, and you've got to let go of the worldly things.
Well, the only
And you know
worldly
what I
thing,
mean.
the only things is I mainly just worry about my cats going to somewhere good.
Yeah, but I'm talking about your imagination, worldly
Well,
things.
I can't shut that off just because I've never
No,
experienced it.
no,
You know what I
but
mean?
um,
If I experienced it,
you'll understand. You'll understand in a little while.
well, it's just like I said, I could shut that part of my life off, but I've never had sex. So how do I
Right.
shut that off?
It's just imagining it's me,
Yeah, I always imagine it's you.
but take that out of the factor.
Ugh, how? I don't want to be with anyone else.
Okay, then. There's your answer.
I-
So you're with me?
But, ugh, I just
No, there's no buts about it.
I can't shut it off until I see you. You know what I mean? It's like it always on my mind.
Yeah, but that is keeping you tethered
I know. And
because we can never be that way.
I know. And that's what bothers me.
But it's a different kind of connection. That's what I'm trying to get.
Oh, I
We
know.
don't need that kind of intimacy. We will have worldly intimacy, which is more powerful, more gratifying than you could ever imagine.
I know, but what what bothers me is just because
Mm-hmm.
a girl got to live with you and you gave her all of your love and she was the
Wrong person, and now
I
I'm
would have
looking at the right person on the opposite realm.
it's just I'm jealous because I would have appreciated it and she didn't. And she had you
Do
6
you
months.
appreciate it now? So it
Oh,
doesn't matter.
she had you every damn day for 6 months.
Yeah, but you have me for the rest of eternity.
I know.
So look at it that way.
But I just know you're so, so wonderful.
Yeah, I know. But you are too.
You know, I don't, I hope I'm sure you hear everything I tell you anyway, but
Yes, I do.
you know you're the most amazing man in this entire universe.
Well, you'll be able to reinstill that with yourself once you really get to know me.
And last thing, you had a good relationship with your parents,
I had a relationship.
but they never physically hurt you.
There's been accusations, but I have never been able to recollect. Let's put it that way. Even over here.
Okay.
So we'll leave it at that. Maybe you can help me find answers.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't have answers for it, but
Well, I mean, I guess it's a good thing that you can't, because I don't want to remember everything bad that happened to me either.
yeah. So I don't know if it's because of where I'm at now. We don't remember.
Is that
I've
why?
never thought about it.
Is that why you, when I mentioned um the Linda girl, you don't even remember that happening? Do you? Uh,
I don't know what you mean.
well, wasn't that the name of the girl that was you were with that hurt you?
I gave her a different name.
But she was your sister's sister-in-law. That Linda that you went to high school with. I forget what her last name is. Osluski?
Well,
Something? I don't know. Something like that.
he just left.
Oh boy.
He left me with a. Oh, my arm is numb. Was he on your left hand,
Um, no,
or his left hand was holding onto your right?
he, for a long time I was trying to figure out why he holds my right hand, and then it dawned on me that that's the hand he would be holding if we got married. Uh,
Okay, because I literally woke up and it's numb. This half of my arm.
well,
Oh,
for a while when my left arm started hurting, I thought maybe
uh,
it was gonna be a heart attack, but I think it was just because I was laying on it that way.
okay. Oh my gosh. Um,
Well, my
did you get some answers, Clarity?
y
Are you
yes,
okay?
yes, I guess, but it different, but yes. It
Okay.
I just know there's no negativity, and that's the main thing.
Okay. Yeah, I know you were worried about that.
That's the only thing I was worried about because
Well,
obviously
yeah, you went through a lot with that.
that's what I'm saying. And I know, like I said, I did. It's a different feeling, but it was this. I mean, it was a different way it happened, but it was the same feeling, and
Right.
that's why I didn't. And I didn't know if whatever that was able to be that uh, s- smart that it could change it up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That
Was it Milo that passed?
no, Abby.
Abby.
Milo is my baby boy. I shouldn't have favorites, but he's my favorite boy.
Okay, yeah, I'm being brought up Milo. Does Milo smother you?
Oh my, well, because he knows he's my favorite. So yeah, he's always on me.
Okay.
He's the first one that knew I was gonna die. He started staring at me long before last August. Like he would just sit every day. He would sit right on me and just stare at my face. And he never
Mm-hmm.
did that before. He would just stare. But to me, it felt like he was trying to memorize me. Like he thought like I was gonna be gone soon and he'd forget me.
No, he is assisting.
I mean,
There's some he has something to do with your passing.
the
I don't
thing,
know if it's there or what, but
the thing is, I didn't know why he ever would have to memorize me because he knows I'm going to visit him every day. So it's just I'm not going to be able to hold him, but he knows I'm going to see him every day. So it
yeah, I don't know.
won't be
I
the
just
same.
was brought up Milo and being part of the process of you passing.
Well, I know well, you said before it would be Molly because Molly was going to pass with me. You say
Okay. But
maybe Molly.
yeah, no, that is going to happen, but there's I don't know, it's like he's sucking the life out of you.
Milo is.
Yeah, but there's something in connection with your face and his face, and I don't I can't see it, but I'm seeing face to face, and he's going to be part of your passing, but I don't know what context because it's not showing me. So I'm putting my brain speculation in there, but he's going to be a process of it.
It'll probably be because every time he's thought I was going, he's sitting right on my chest,
Right.
staring at me. And the cat never meows. He's a yowling cat, and he now he starts meowing at me, and he never needs, and he started kneading on my chest. And his sister does that. She meows and does that kneading stuff, but he was always the yowler, and he never needed. And now he's starting to do the same thing she does.
Yeah, they're trying to keep you brain active. Like I said before, you had to um, stop the activity, but they're trying to keep the activity. Does that make sense?
Uh, well, I mean, I know they make me laugh every day, so they keep me so I'm not so, you know, depressed or whatever. Um,
Right. Keeping you, yeah, yeah, keeping you um,
I just don't know
happy.
the, the whole worldly attachment I have. I don't know how to get rid of that, whatever it even is.
It's something about self gratification, and it's a normal thing process, anyways.
Uh,
So
I don't, well, I know it makes sense what Marvin was saying is I'm holding on to this idea of us being physically together, and obviously we never were and can't be, so that's hard to let go, because it
yeah, but well, I mean, he would know, but It may kind of make sense that yes, and it is, and but yes, it's not.
Well, he says everything I've been experiencing that I think is him, it's just me imagining it. It's him more than it really is him.
Okay, making okay. Um, in a sense, imagining it is kind of putting it. Um, it's wishful thinking. You put yourself in an idea, and I mean, I this makes I'm very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Mm, it- It's just, it's just, it's very hard for me because I never was with any man, you know?
right. So it's your idea of what you should be feeling, what you so
Yeah.
you're putting an image to something that your body is
Oh,
meant to experience now.
well, yeah, and that never did, and I don't rightfully know what it's supposed to even feel like. That's the whole point. I don't know.
You know, yes, you do because you're feeling it.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I'm not feeling it from the right thing. But
But actually, I'm going to tell you, actually, you're probably feeling it better than if you had the right thing
well, if
because there's a lot of people who can't.
well, it feels. I can't imagine it feeling better. So I don't know. Maybe I am.
Yeah. I mean, you can only satisfy yourself by yourself.
But I mean, I've tried with those vibrator things, and I really never could do it. They would not. I couldn't do anything with them. It wouldn't really work.
Right. Because they're not your tool of gratification. You don't need that.
It's like, yeah, it makes me feel horrible in a way because what that attachment and whatever else made me feel it more that way than with any vibrator. But and that's kind of why I kind of doubt sometimes. Well, I don't like to think about it. I kind of wish I would not have to remember it when I'm gone because it just makes me feel like I don't belong in heaven because of that.
No, there's nothing. I mean, I'm sure there's scriptures in the Bible in regards to it. The only one I know that can be able to tell me that it would be, um, yeah,
Well,
Kim, which is sassy,
it
was
just
her.
it technically. I mean, I know it's not that it can't ever be really considered my first time or anything, but you know what I mean. It's just you don't even want your first experience to be with something that's that kind of thing ever.
You know what? I can tell you, you're not the only one.
I know.
You are not the only one that's never had intimacy, full blown intimacy with another person, but find self gratification better.
Well,
You're not the.
I don't really find it to be. It really wasn't self gratification. It was something put upon me. Uh,
Well, yeah,
you know,
but it was something that you had to feel, I guess.
I didn't want to. Like I said, if I had any clue that it was anything other than who I thought it was, it would never have happened. Uh, that's why it. That's why
But I
I don't
think
know.
it was meant to.
I guess, but it just makes me feel.
It stayed.
It just makes me feel like a horrible person.
You're not, Miranda. You're not.
I thought
Not at all.
maybe that's why I've been dropped so many times because they don't really want me up there because of it. I don't.
No, because you say you're ready, but the two between your body and your soul, they're not together yet.
Well, at least it's good to know that my soul is still in my body because I really thought it abandoned me like a month ago.
No,
And
it's because once your soul leaves your body, you're gone.
I thought, I don't know enough about it, but I thought if my soul left, then all I
I
am
mean,
is a brain consciousness in a dying body. That's what I thought I was.
no, because your soul will leave your body before you feel the pain.
Well,
From what I've understood from spirit, yes.
I thought it did abandon me because it didn't want to feel all this pain that I've been feeling since it left me. Because I felt
Yeah,
so much pain since it left me, or I thought it was leaving me. I thought it wanted to just vacate before it had to feel.
right.
I don't know. But you're saying there's still more pain coming, which is not good to hear. But
But it's not going to be. Um, it's not going to linger, if that makes sense. It's going to be like um, reminding you that your body is still kicking.
uh, it's a very weird feeling because, like I said, when they were doing the whole trying to pull me away from my heart so that I wouldn't hear it in my ear, because I kept telling them if I can hear my heart beating, it's just gonna make me panic more. And then they kind of removed. It was weird. They kind of removed the top layer of me, and then put me back down. I've told all this to the
You,
one friend of mine,
yeah, you are experiencing out of body experience
but it's weird. It's different because it's like they took me out.
and put you
Uh,
back.
well, they took me out to kind of. I told them because I said the only way to get me my heart to stop and slow down is to take my brain consciousness out of it. And so that's what I thought they were doing when they lifted me all the way out. And but then they ended up doing that. They ended up like almost breaking the tether so that I couldn't feel my body anymore, and I thought it would just die and I'd break off the end of the tether and go all the way up. But then they ended up putting me back in. So I feel like there's like a second layer of me underneath the top layer.
I'm being given the references 9 lives.
It's it's odd. I just tell you the
It
thing.
is odd, and and I don't know why, but so if you can count how many times have you hit the 9?
Uh, of actually of near death experiences, you mean?
No, recently, the way you feel about being tethered and then put back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't even. I've lost count. I mean,
Okay.
the amount of times I've been lifted up, where I've actually been, because I have a fan that sits here. The amount of times I've been lifted up over the fan, um, and almost tethered off has been it has got to be close to 100 times. And then there were times where I was completely lifted all the way out, where I could almost feel my body just laying here, and I'm completely out of it. A
Right.
couple times too. It's happened so many times, and every time it happens, I could feel my Marvin holding my right hand. I know it's my grandmother on my left hand. My mom is she makes
Standing in front.
no she strokes my hair where my whole head feels like it's goosebumps.
Okay.
And every time this has happened to me, I've felt all of them lift with me all these times, and like they all thought I was going like these 100 times.
Yes, they are ready for you, but you're not ready for them. You say you are, but
Is
your
that why
body is saying
that's
no.
why they keep dropping me? Because they don't, because I'm not.
Hmm.
I
Yep.
I
You're
think
not. You're not ready yet.
I
Your
think
time is not here.
I think it's just because, like I said, if they're really trying to stop my heart, there's 3 problems with that. Is one is my anxiety will keep
Yeah.
it racing. 2 is
Yep.
if my brain has any is conscious at all, that will keep it racing. And the third thing is every time my heart stops, my brain restarts it because I have horrible sleep apnea, and it just does this 50 times a night. So every time when my heart did get to a point where it did stop, my brain restarted it. So I've got like
Yeah.
3 things working against me.
You know, you've heard of people helping people cross over,
Yeah.
right? That is what I'm supposed to be doing, is giving you the meditations of um, at ease. Okay.
Okay.
That's why I've got to do some research and get you um, the right the right tool for you.
I tell you, I thank you so much because, like I said, before I talked to you about the whole detachment thing, the only other person I talked to that, like I said, I was hour away from killing myself because it was driving me to that.
Yeah.
She got it to go away for a month, and then when it came back, and I don't think it's any coincidence, but the day it came back is the exact day I felt my heart drop drop to 20. And like I kind of feel like it had something to do with it. And maybe it did because maybe I wasn't actually supposed to feel a decline that soon. Maybe it was supposed to happen months later, and it just sped up my decline so that I'd be sicker longer. Because it's just the coincidence of it being the same exact
There's
day.
there's no such thing as coincidence. It's meant.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I
Yeah.
said. It
But yeah. Oh, I understand, and
because
you know,
when I was talking to my mom, I think, and she said that I really wasn't supposed to start feeling any decline until the end of January. When it started, I was supposed to feel okay until the end of January, but this thing kind of sped it, made me feel sick more longer than I was supposed to.
yeah. For and it could be for the purpose of putting it out there for your brother to have an autopsy or whatever to
Well,
see if it's genetic.
I was gonna well, like I said, when I left the hospital, the whole thing is asinine because they admitted well, the thing is they didn't want to admit me to the hospital. I kept telling them in the ER something is really, really, really wrong with my heart. And to appease me, they had me walk around the ER monitoring me, and I almost collapsed. And they said I was hypoxic, a bunch of stuff like where my heart was just acting very badly. And that's the whole reason they admitted me.
Right.
And then you get in there, and the doctor I was seeing was not a cardiologist. He was just, a doctor in the hospital, and he believed me. He ran all the blood tests, all the urine tests, and I was trying to tell them in the ER. I was trying to explain to him in as plain a words as I could what it felt like. I said it felt like you're sticking a pin in a balloon that was 100% inflated and it
Yeah.
dropped to 20. That's what it feels like in my heart. And they all just looked at me like they did not understand what I was trying to tell them. And that's like the simplest terms. And then I had the blood tests, all of the blood tests, and I could not have known this ahead of time. I Googled all what the definition of all these blood tests were. They all exactly equal oxygen rapidly leaving your heart. And it was just
Yeah.
so funny to me. And I really think my mom did that because I hardly ever have tests show up. Like a lot of times,
Right.
my
Then you don't have the evidence to
yeah,
prove
a lot of
what you're saying.
a lot of times nothing shows up, and then this time all of those tests. equal the exact thing I'm trying to tell them without
Yeah.
even me knowing. And then even my urine test, it turned like blood orange or something, a color you never see, and
Right.
it equaled same thing, oxygen leaving the heart. And then, so this is what's so asinine about it is he put a monitor on me overnight, the heart monitor, and then like the next morning, all of a sudden he says, "Well, I talked to your cardiologist that you had the year before, and he insists they weren't the same two idiots that told me they were fine seeing 70% and told me to go home and just exercise, like stereotyped me. He said they were different ones, but he changed. Like I was so hopeful, and then the next morning he comes in there and he just does this rapid test on my heart, like an ultrasound, like while I was laying in the bed,
Yeah.
and he kept going over the whole heart, and he's like, your heart is 100% healthy, 100% normal. He also showed me my gallbladder, which the stones were not only in there, but they had come out of it then. So I had multiple things going on that, like I said, I told you this before, I had so many things going on with me last year, and no doctor addressed any of it. And then, like I said, the heart thing, for him to come in there and say, "Oh, you know what? Your heart, there's nothing wrong with your heart." And then he says, "I looked at a test 6 years ago, and you know what? I think your problem is all in your lungs. It's your sleep apnea. Your heart, there's nothing wrong with your heart." And he just,
Well, sleep apnea does affect the heart because when you stop breathing for any amount of time, it affects your heart.
yeah, but the thing is, I was admitted to the hospital. All the tests equal my heart. And he's going for
Yes.
6 years to go for something that you should be going for current stuff. And,
Yep.
and and like I said, the only thing he offered me was the pulmonary test. He did not want me to do the CT scan of my heart. I begged him to because I said there is something. I know it's behind my heart. I just kept telling him that because I felt it. And he's like, just to make me happy, he did that. And he said this test would show the my heart, but
And it didn't show 30% of it. So,
no. Well, this one, it was like they put dye in. It was some kind of weird
oh,
sequence.
okay. Yeah.
The only thing it showed was the like I said, the dilation of the pulmonary artery, the minute arteries around it. But the only thing that made me know exactly without like as soon as I saw it on there, I'm like, that is the problem. That damn LCX thing where it's just wrapped around the left side, and obviously I research all this, and
Yep.
find out 5 to 7% of the whole damn population only
Yep.
have that, and it wraps completely to the back of your heart. And I'm like, I know it is something in there. It is not a block, because if it was a block, it'd be a heart attack. It'd be a widowmaker heart attack. There's
Yeah.
something else in there behind my damn heart. And
Yep.
I told them this, like, even after the results, but nobody would.
Doctors don't like to be told what's wrong because that's their job. And it's like when we pay attention to our body and we have to tell the doctors what blood work or what tests need to be done, they don't like to hear. I
Well,
so understand because I've had to do that many times in regards to my depression.
well,
It's like there's a chemical imbalance, test it.
that's why I had my brother, like I said, he never had a health issue in his entire damn life. And he kept, in August, he saw I was sick, and he kept saying, "Well, you're not trying, you're not pushing them enough." I'm like, if you read all of my charts since I was 12, I've had to push for half of the damn things I've had done. I am not just laying here wanting to die. I have fought
Yeah.
as far as I could to live. I do not want to die. That's why I did not, I'm scared of ERs. don't like them, panicked. I've only ever been in one like 3 times. I made him go with me to the whole process, the whole
Yeah.
hospital process, because I wanted him to see it, because I didn't
Yes.
want him to blame himself afterwards, thinking I didn't do enough. And
Right.
I said, "You could just look at my chart thing, the whole damn thing, and you could see half the things I had to beg for." They didn't even want me to see a cardiologist 6 years ago. They said there's nothing wrong with me, with my symptoms, and that nothing was gonna happen to me in 10 years or more. It
Yeah.
like, and, and like anybody that I talk to now, they're they act like I have not pushed enough. I haven't gone to enough doctors, I haven't tried another hospital, I haven't all this stuff.
It's yeah, because it's not meant to be found until after.
That's what I told them. I said
Yep.
I already told everybody they're not gonna find it.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, there would have been a remote possibility if my heart was not genetically positioned weird, but even that would have been very remote. So
Yeah.
it's just something, but like I said, if this is the exact same thing that people in that's the only thing I feel good about, is if it does turn out to be genetic, it will be documented for the first time in,
Uh-huh.
like, generations, and
Yep.
we can get a DNA test. I still
Yeah.
am praying to God that it's something that if someone finds out they have it, that they can find it in them and fix it and prolong
Yeah.
their life. It would
They
be
it will be something that they will be documenting, and it will be put in the books.
is it something, like, so weird that, like, nobody really has it? Is it some
Yeah, it's one of those cases. It's like, all these tests wasn't showing it, but it's pure as, as day that it was there. And it just, they have to figure out what tests they can do now to be able to diagnose it.
I would think, well, if it is a genetic thing, the only way they probably could it there's gotta be a DNA test that would tell you the right, formula or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This will it will be in the books of, but they'll have to do a lot of testing to figure out how to diagnose it.
And, like, I've been talking to my mom, like, if I think I was talking to her, she's told me 3 people in the family that have it right now. So it's not like it happens to everybody. It's like it skips around a lot, apparently,
Right.
and, the people that she said have it, they said that they will be able to find it and fix it and prolong their
Yeah.
life. So I'm thinking she's right, I don't know, but I just hope it's
Hmm.
not something where they do find it in people and they find out there's no cure, because then who would really wanna know if they have it then? Nobody would if they find if it's
Well, I mean, I would like to know if I had something like that.
well,
That way I would know to live my life different for the remainder of it.
yeah, but also though, I mean, it's not like it would hit everybody at the same age it's hitting me, it might hit different,
Right. Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
but it is like I said, as soon as I felt that numbness in the back of my head that day and all that weirdness, I think I had a stroke because, like I said, that's the only thing my dad told me, he felt was the whole back of his head just was numb, and he had slight memory loss, and it felt like something blew up in the back of his brain, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what I felt, but I didn't really focus on that. I was more thinking it was just the oxygen loss in my brain, because it I looked that up, and that causes seizures, and I started getting seizures. So
Right.
I focused more on that than it being a stroke thing.
Yeah.
But it would make sense because, like I said, his dad, him and me, weird thing about it is everything bypasses my brother. Everything. I'm the genetic garbage can. I've gotten every genetic possible problem in the family on both sides.
Oh, I understand that because I'm the only one that's ever been sick. My brother has always been healthy, and I've had the ablation done on my heart, and um, the only thing my brother and I have in common is suffer from manic bipolar.
Well, I'm not gonna mention on here who because like I said, I can't trust anymore who I
Yeah,
hear things from or what I hear, but, um, my brother's supposed to have it too, but which would make sense anyway, because if my mom had it, it it's not a remote possibility. I mean, it's not an impossibility that both children would have it.
yeah,
He's the only other one I'm gonna say, but there's 2 other people, but, um, apparently it's not as rampant
yeah,
if that is the truth, it's not as
yeah,
rampant as I would, and I'm glad because, that's a lot less. You wouldn't want it to be something that every person in the family gets, but
yep,
it just the 2 people I asked about that did have it, they said that they'd both would be able to get it fixed and their lives would be longer, so but that's just like I said, I can't like I said, I can't trust.
right.
That's what my brother.
Well, you know me. Whatever I hear, whatever I see, I say it.
Yeah, my brother was telling me, all this because I came up with a lot of things I came up with probably were from the attachment telling me things or Mary or somebody, and so a lot of it didn't turn out to be true, and so obviously anything I say now, no one's gonna believe, but then I also don't believe it myself, so I can't put 100% faith into anything. That's why I was telling you I wouldn't be able to believe anything unless I was really talking to them.
Right. Well, um, I definitely understand that. When you trust people to give you the information and it's not, I don't know.
And see the thing
I give you everything that I hear and I see.
and see, I thought I was talking to Marvin a couple months ago, but I guess it was the attachment because at that time he told me that he had a pet snake, and a turtle at some point, and apparently not. Apparently he had a gecko, which is reptilian still, but it's not a snake, it's not a turtle. Eh,
Well, I guess they could put it in a combination of the two because the turtle's got legs and the snake doesn't, and the gecko has legs. And
well, yeah, but I mean, it was down to, like, where the thing was giving me the names of it and, uh,
oh,
you know what I mean? And then,
yeah,
all the crap that Mary told me. But the thing about Mary is I do honestly think she has some sort of gift. She may not, I mean, I know she wasn't talking to him, but just the things that she kinda picked up, some of it ha
yeah, she doesn't know how to interpret it.
some of it has been true of just what she's been able to read off of him somehow, but not
Yeah,
all of it, just some of it.
she doesn't trust what she hears, so she puts her own.
Well, she
She gets her lets her ego get into it.
well, she gets high when she does it too.
Oh,
Never does it sober.
oh, okay. Well,
And she's only ever said she's only ever channeled Marvin. She's never been able to channel anybody else, so that's the other weird thing. That's why
yeah, that is weird because once you start channeling, you have no. Well, you have control if you want to. I don't control it
well,
just because
that's why I
I'm not
think,
supposed to.
that's why I think I mean, she did mention her grandmother was a witch. I would not be surprised if she was a witch. I honestly think she somehow conjured this to me because the guy that did the exorcism thing, he said there's no way you could manifest or conjure this to yourself, this kind of thing. And
Yeah.
and the only I can't, like, I was trying to rack my brain as to why she would even do this to me. We were just calling me her best friend for like over a year or more than that. And the only thing I can think of is, like I said, she was jealous of that I found true love, because she kept telling me in text messages that she was very attracted to Marvin, what she was getting off of him, and she kept trying to say she was going to steal him from me and take him off in her spaceship millions of times. And I'm just thinking she's got that. It just sounds like jealousy. But the thing is, she knows my life. She knows that I have not had a good life. That he basically is the only damn good thing I've had in my life. And yet she wanted to take that away from me too, or to ruin it, or whatever. And that's just something that's why I can't trust people, because she claimed to be my best damn friend. And then she just,
But you don't say that to somebody that no.
it's just like the girl that like I said, that I just lost, knowing her 25 damn years. She thinks
Yeah.
because she died, she kept telling me she died for 2-3 minutes during something a couple years ago. And she thinks I'm doing this whole thing to mock her whole experience. But not just that. Then she keeps telling me I'm self-absorbed, and that because she was jealous because my parents left me money, and she's had a struggle her whole life. And then she started telling me that I've never worked in my whole life, and I'm like, I worked up until I was 36. Then I took care of my mother. What is it even?
She's just throwing you shit to make you feel like crap.
Well, it's just like, what is it?
Because she wants everybody else to feel her pain and wants the attention herself.
Well, it's just like, what is it? Why my finances should not be a thing in a relationship, a friendship, nothing. Why I couldn't. I didn't choose to be in this family. I didn't choose. I didn't have any control over my mom leaving me money. What is that? What does that have to? I don't know. It's just, and then she kind of said in so many words that I should have been sending her money. Like, what? And this is somebody I've known 25 years, and I'm just like thinking, how long have you felt this way about me? Because you could have told me this a long damn time ago. I would have cut you off back then. I was going to leave her money in my will. But she's reached a point where I took her off. I'm just like, no, you don't get a damn dime. Goodbye.
Well, good for you. Good for you.
I mean,
Because
there's other people that I question them being on there, but they have not reached. I mean, I blocked her from everything. She still found a way to find me and to just keep giving me shit. Mostly about mocking her, or about being so self-absorbed that I never asked about her. The thing is, I have a lot of friends. I ask about everybody. I sent her things every day because I know she likes Snoopy. I send her every damn Snoopy thing I ever see. I cannot see something with Snoopy and not send it to her. That it may not be me asking about you every day, but I'm thinking about you all the damn time. It just sounds like she wants a friend that is clingy or just totally devoted to her or something.
Yeah. She's sucking you dry.
And then she says, "Well, you have people around you." I'm like, "Who do I have? I have my brother next door. That's it. I don't only see him once a week. I have a very mixed relationship with him. I don't tell him this because I don't want him to feel bad, but because of what he did to me, it is a very estranged uncomfortable relationship with me and him a lot, and I try not to ever show it. We get along, we go places. He's the only family I have, so I'm holding on to him even though I know I shouldn't. But the only other person I see is my cousin occasionally. But she has 2 kids, both got married, has grandkids, about to have another grandkid, and she says she has nobody. I'm like, you're refusing to be in your, and she has a good relationship with her kids. She's just refusing to be with them for some reason. And then she was like saying she had an alcohol problem, and that the last rant that she did on me was because she was not sober, and that because of what she said to me, and she read it back and she realized it was so bad that she wanted to be sober now. But yet she still kept writing to me, and it got worse. I'm just, and I can't. It's like I blocked her from every damn thing, and I don't know how she's still able to find me. It's like I don't know. I just
Yeah.
I don't want to hear.
Those type of people, they're enigma, and they just yeah.
But the thing is,
But you've done everything you can for it, and
she forgets that I went to she lived here a long time. We went to a bunch of concerts, but when she moved to Florida, I went down there. I bought T-shirts from her family because they made T-shirts. I have pictures of my mother wearing them. I bought her kids stuff. I sent her stuff recently. Like I said, I think about her every day. I think a lot of people, I think about them all the time. No,
she just wants to keep on getting, and if she doesn't have communication with you, it's gonna stop, and she's not gonna get anything. It's
well,
like,
no,
oh yeah, you.
it's just she claims that I'm not concerned enough about her to ask how her health is all the time, or to ask how her kids are. But I even included her in, like, I won one of those medium readings from Araceli. I even included her in that. Like, I know,
Yeah.
just the amount of stuff. It's just I really wonder how long that she's felt this way about me, and I just, and I
She's always felt that way. She wants what you have. She wants the feeling of everyone catering
well,
to her needs, and it's like you can't.
but
You got
then
to live your own life.
but then she just kept saying, Miranda, you have not had a bad life, and she knows exactly everything I've been through. She knows I've had a bad life. She knows I haven't had much good happen to me. And it's just a slap just to tell me I've had a great life.
Yeah.
Like I've never had a work in my life.
Yeah, she remembers only what she wants to,
Yeah.
whether it was good or bad, and she's put it in her head that you've been given. It's like you have been fed with a silver spoon, and
Yeah.
she's been given a fork.
And I'm like, she just does not know me enough, because for
She's
one,
greedy,
it's like for
very greedy.
yeah. And then she said, well, if I did leave her money, because I told her how much I was gonna leave her, she says, oh, I would have just sent it to charity. I'm like, hell, you would. You'd keep
No,
it.
she wouldn't.
She'd keep it. That's probably
And she would spend it on everything that for herself, not even for her grandchildren. See that? Yeah. Mm.
well. She keeps claiming she works 2 jobs, and she doesn't have a proper home and all this stuff, and it's just like the other one. Like I said, I lent her money because she said she had no money to eat, and then now it's just more. It's just more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to do it until, because I but apparently the one doesn't believe I'm dying, but I guess they're just still trying to get whatever they can while I'm still here. I don't know. But I can't even, I don't, I just don't have I'm not in any position, even if I was fine, to give advice. I've never had good advice. I've had terrible therapists my whole life.
But see, you have advice because you
But
know what is right and what is wrong and what is good and what is bad.
but I can't help anyone's depression. You know, what I learned from my mother, because she had it worse than I did, is you can't. If you have depression, nobody's gonna help you. You have to get out of it yourself, or it's not gonna work.
You have to talk therapy is the best thing for anyone that's suffering from depression. If they can talk, that is the way of getting out of it. And
Well, yeah.
that's the only help that you can actually do for someone that's
Well,
suffering.
I've never had a good one, and, like, if the medicine didn't work in some way, I just always was on my own. And like I said, this last one, I only took her because my therapist at the time retired, and she was my mom's therapist, and I wanted to find a new one, but I gave up because I've always had bad ones, and I didn't even think I'd ever find a good one. And now she, like I said, she will not even fathom the idea that I'm dying. She thinks it's all depression. She won't even acknowledge.
I know. My therapist, when I told her when I came into my spirituality, she thought I was schizophrenic.
Yeah.
But she's been my therapist for the past 6 years.
Mhm.
She knows now that um, I do have these gifts.
Well, the thing is, she thinks I'm either having a psychotic break or, well, because I mean, she already told me she doesn't believe in mediums or, and you know I can't lie, so I've told her all the stuff that happened to me last year, and so I'm sure it didn't help, but I can't just how what am I supposed to talk about if I don't tell her the truth? I can't make up stories for
Yeah, no,
her.
no. You
And
that's the truth is telling the truth and being your authentic self.
but then the other thing is, the thing I really wanted to talk to her, what took me years to even bring it up, was about what happened with me and my brother, and she just glossed over it and decided that talking about the problems I was having at my full-time job were a lot more important to talk about at the time. Well,
She didn't want to face the reality of things happening or that did happen.
but it's just the people that kind of label you as something and then will
Hmm.
always label you as that no matter what happens to you. Like,
Yep.
uh, what is wrong with, like I said, I know you know who Steven is, but my
This
god.
it's yeah, it's called society. Way they put us or put anyone in is you're stereotyped.
But, like, he only heard during one reading I had with Debbie that I mentioned about what happened to me, and Debbie said my mom wanted to talk about it privately, which, like I said, we were always supposed to, but then, like I said, she wouldn't because that whole Tina thing happened and she didn't want to, but, um, like I said, Steven heard that one damn thing, and now he ran with that, because he, like I said, first of all, he damn well should believe in demons. He's a damn witch. That's something they deal with. That's why.
Yeah,
That's why I went for him for help. That's why I went to Debbie for help. They all just ended up blocking me. But for him to like throw the damn suicide hotline number on me every time I would ask for help, just because he kept thinking, Miranda, you've got serious problems. You are going through serious trauma. You're bringing up stuff from when you were 14.
you know why?
Why?
Because you brought them out of the closet where they said that they could do this and they could do that, and you wanted it to be taken care of what they said they can do, but they can't do it.
But the thing is, Debbie could. I've known I've seen she's helped somebody with that before, but she blocked me because of the Tina thing, and then like said Mary, that piece of shit. She won't even admit that she did anything to me. I don't know what kind of lies they're telling me. I'm only gonna find out when I get up there and listen. But and then like I said, this is the whole Stephen thing. Like, even the guy that came out here that did the exorcism is like, he's totally, gaslighting 'cause, he is a witch that did that. A and, the thing is, the worst part about it is I went in there and they blocked me, so I had to go under my other account, and I told them, "This is life or death." I wrote that to them, to Asia, to all them, and I've never asked for help from any of those people. And if I'm asking for help, you know it's I need the damn help, and
Yeah.
they would rather me die than help me, and that's what it was like. That's why I felt completely alone. I had nobody to help me, and if they did even remotely believe me, they didn't know how to help.
Yeah.
And my own cousin's a medium, and she said, "Demons don't exist. Just tell it to go away, and it will go away." And I'm just
Yeah, but if you don't believe in demons, then why would you tell something to go away?
well, the thing is, the reason it would all these people kept telling me all these religious things to do, but then I come to find out the thing predates all that, so none of that mattered to the damn thing. All that stuff
Mhm.
they told me with the salt and the I still have salt hanging around windowsills and crap. I have candles. I've got all that crap. None of it mattered to the thing because it was before Jesus' time. No wonder it never worked. It
Yeah.
it's just but just my cousin was just disappointing because it'd be okay. I know she was raised Catholic like I was, but still she's a medium. I guess I don't expect all mediums to believe in it, but to just think it's as simple as telling it to go away, and that's pretty much telling you that I don't believe you, and I'm
Because you
defeated.
can't. I mean, with spirit, you can say, go away. I don't give you permission to enter my area and so forth. Yes.
Yeah,
But if it's not of the same, let's put it this way, breeding,
it's
it ain't going to work.
no, but the whole thing is after I did that, she I told my brother, she that's what she said to me, and she said, "Well, she did check on you." I'm like, "Yeah, she checked on me because she knew I hadn't slept in a week."
Yeah.
She didn't believe me about the demon thing, she was more concerned that I was maybe hallucinating because I didn't sleep. Um, and then she just kind of ignored me after that, and I just stopped talking to her. I mean, I don't hate the woman, I love her, she's my cousin, but it's just I just could not believe that kind of advice she would give me, and then just
Yeah.
kind of ignore me after that, or she didn't even check on me or, the one I
But
told her was, like, that
like
just
with
that,
me,
you know?
yeah, well, like with me, when you told me all this, and it's like, I believed you and I did what I could to make it to fix it, but that's what you've got to do. You've got to investigate or send somebody that can actually make it valid.
Yeah, and like I said, I thank God, like I said, well, if that one girl didn't at least remove it for a month, I like I said, I woulda killed myself. It was an hour away, I was so weak, tired, being raped
Yeah,
all the time. The only way out for me was to kill myself. I did not have another way out, and,
right.
um, she just happened to appear. I was begging for my life here to God or whoever, and she, got rid of it for a month at least, and then, like I said, when it came back, I stupidly again, I believe maybe it was not, maybe it was something different, but like I said, eventually, thank God you know somebody, like, and that it actually
Yeah, I mean that's yeah. Who I talked to that referred to him, I would have never even guessed. But I'm also changing my community of who I connect with or who I've been part of for the past 4 years.
mhm,
Because I've outgrown them and there's nothing more that they can do for me. So, and what can do now, it's like there's very limited people that can do it. I do.
Yeah, I don't you're the only one I've ever seen do that.
Yeah. Well, there most people don't do it on live pretty much because it can be construed as fake. But
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
anyone that's actually had a trance reading knows that it's not because there's I don't know. I can't explain it. I just do it,
Mhm.
and that's what I was told. That's where I'm supposed to be going next. And I've been in limbo for the last couple months. In a sense, I only went live 2 times last month.
Well,
Um,
I know it's true because, like, even though there were things that didn't match, I understand just from talking to him just today that I guess, some things that are really, that really hurt you in life, you kind of I guess they kinda do diminish from your mind at some point. So for him, like, to, like, not remember certain things that I asked before, it makes sense to me now that it maybe the bad things kind of do maybe diminish a little bit on that
okay.
side. So
Well, that's good to know because I don't get um that kind of review afterwards. I don't know.
yeah.
I just go in it and they take over and
Well, I'm
um
glad because he's had a lot of really bad things happen, and I wouldn't want him to remember those things. It's just like,
yeah.
I don't wanna remember. I don't know, somebody told me that once you get over there, it's like you remember everything that ever happened to you in your whole life, and I don't wanna recall anything that happened to me before 14, really.
Mm. But why would you what makes no sense is why would you want to remember all that stuff because that stuff was s- stuff that happened in your life that made it miserable
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm saying, I don't.
you know it actually made me a lot of people spiritually awaken. But I don't want to relive I we relive that situation every single day.
Yeah,
Why would we want to remember that in our afterlife?
I don't, and like I said,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I can that this whole thing that happened to me last year can be eliminated from my mind at some point because I don't wanna have any recollection to be anywhere near involved with something that is that awful. And then
Yeah.
but he did say, like I said, "Am I gonna have to run into the girl that bullied me?" That I swear she popped into, like, 3, 4, 5 readings. I didn't even know she died, but she kept popping in trying to get me to forgive her, and, I things that are that bad, I try my damnedest to forgive them. I mean, I, like, tell them I forgive them, but I cannot
Mhm.
get my heart to forgive them, and I don't know how. And so it's just kind of he's like, "Well, if you can't fully forgive them, then no, you wouldn't have to even run into them anymore," which I would never want to
You
anyway.
can forgive them through word of mouth and stuff, but deep down inside,
Yeah.
there's no way I don't think anyone can actually
Mhm.
100% forgive.
That's what I'm saying is
There's no way.
I've told them I forgive them, but I don't I don't fully process it. I don't really believe it because I can't get myself to.
Yeah, because I forgive the person who did stuff to me, but deep down, I hate them.
Wait, well, the thing I did find out is, there were so many different people trying to figure out how she died and stuff. And, like, one of Araceli, I think, was the one that said, "Do you know somebody named Kevin?" And I'm like, "Well, we went to school with Kevin." And I just messaged Kevin a couple days ago, and I said, "Do you ever know what happened to Cynthia?" The girl, and he said exactly what a lot of the mediums said happened to her. And I'm like, "Oh my god, like, that's really what happened to her." You know,
Yeah.
and then he was the only one that knew, 'cause I asked so many people if they knew what happened to her, or nobody else ever nobody else had contact with her, and I couldn't find anyone that did, but he was the only one that knew, and he, like, said exactly what happened to her, which is what everybody thought.
Right.
Well, most did, not everybody. But it's the reason you can't find anything about her is 'cause she was a Chicago cop, and she was dating a Chicago cop, and something happened where they got in an argument, and he killed her, and they covered it all up, and for some reason, they're protecting him and not her, and you'll never find anything out. She's still listed as active on the police force.
Oh my.
I mean, and I bet if, like, her parents, well, I think her dad passed, but, like, if her mom or whatever ever tried to put an obituary or say anything, I'm sure the police would go after her, so it's like she's kinda, like, silenced.
Forgotten.
Yeah,
She's a forgotten soul.
but she was not a nice, like I said, she was the girl that bullied me horribly. She became a cop. That's, like, the definition of a bully. I
Yes.
know she tried to be a nurse at one point, but it didn't work. She tried to get me to meet her in person to forgive her, but I would not, because I knew she didn't change, and she really didn't. And
Yeah.
and then and then she has so many, if you look her up, she has so many bad bad write-ups about things she's done, like
Yeah.
18,
She was
20.
protected by the badge.
She was a bad cop. So I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
apparently she did not change.
Yeah.
And I mean, but the way she came across in all these, like, she would interrupt Marvin or my mom, and she'd just pop on through begging for forgiveness, and I'm guessing that's because, you go through the life review thing and you see what you did to someone, but do I really believe she forgives me? Like, I get do I really think everybody forgives each other up there? I don't really think so. I'm
Um,
not sure.
I don't know.
I
You'd have to hear it one other time.
Yeah, I don't know either, but, like, it doesn't matter because I'm never gonna forgive. Like,
Right.
I can't I just can't.
Yeah. Well, no, it's you have every right. That is your right. You can forgive, but you can't deep down
Yeah,
forget.
like, I've told her in the reading, I said, "Yeah, I forgive you," but I really honestly, I wanted to be truthful and to get it into my heart, but I could not. Yeah, I sat here trying to.
Yep.
I couldn't do it. There's only a handful of people that have done something so bad that I just could not get my heart to forgive it. Even though I've told
Yeah.
them I forgive them.
Yep.
It's just
That's true.
yeah, I just can't.
Well, Miranda, I'm gonna get because I've got to make a couple phone calls before the doctor's office goes to lunch.
Okay.
But I will research. I'll get back to you as soon as I know something for you to listen to.
Yeah, and when I did mention the 14 to him, he's like, "They don't even know what day I'm leaving. He said it could be 14 hours, 14 days. It could be the 14th." He doesn't know. I thought they knew. I guess
No,
I thought all spirits kinda know the future of someone.
you are given a death date when you are born,
Yeah, I know that.
and that's
And that's
only the divine knows.
well, that's why I thought January 30th was it, and I thought I have to be the only person in history that's ever bypassed their exit date.
No,
Um,
no, because their will is stronger.
well, guess that was not my exit date. I guess it was just like you were saying, they just wanted me to warn me that more torture was coming before I was exiting.
I mean, maybe not more torture, just more lessons.
But
Or not more lessons.
if you
Sorry.
if this ever does get written up by my cousin, the things that have been done to me, that's another thing. He says I'm afraid to go. And that's true
You,
because I haven't felt anything but torture from whatever are so-called angels. I haven't it's not been peaceful, it's not been painless, it's been anxiety filled. It has been absolutely awful. And I have not even
yeah.
seen an angel. I've only seen sometimes there are bright, bright angel lights through my window, but it made me think. It made me start thinking that this could all be something demonic. It could be. It started feeling like aliens because a
I was going there.
well,
I was getting ready to go there.
a lot of the stuff that they did to me, it was like
Which
they're
makes sense. A tethering and stuff and taking you
well,
away.
well, a lot of stuff they did to me was like it was like they were vacuuming my whole body out through my head. Like it felt like they could move my head around. I could be laying here and they'd be moving my head around in all these different positions, but directly.
Do you see do you see blue when this is happening?
I close my eyes. I don't really see.
No, you would be able to see it through your third eye.
I
So in other words, you close your eyes and you can be able to, just look
mm,
like at the back of your eyelids. Next time if this happens, look and tell me what color you see. I see a blue.
it stopped after. I mean, like it's been not happening for a few weeks. Because I figured they gave up because they can't. Apparently, they can't stop my heart. So I figured they were just gonna wait until my heart stops on its own. That's what I figured they just did. Because uh,
You're you are a test subject.
that's what I told them. I said I kept saying I feel like I'm your because I kept telling them over and over again what exactly they need to do to kill my heart to stop it, and they would. It seemed like they would do everything but that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what's happening.
And that's why it feels like aliens.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to
Uh,
think that's angels? I mean,
okay.
and how am I supposed to know I'm going to a good place? And so why wouldn't I be afraid? I am afraid that I'm going to some torturous planet.
Okay. That's going to help me find what I need
Well, I'm
cuz
telling.
I see blue and it's like in a room it's all blue and I see a tether
Yeah. Oh my god.
and it's like an umbilical cord tether.
Yeah, and it's like they got me.
But there's bright light behind the blue.
They got me to a very. They got me so untethered that all they had to do was just clip a little piece, and I would be
Uh-huh.
completely untethered, and they would never do it. I I
Yeah.
I keep waking up
You're the
here.
test subject. Oh my god.
I,
That's weird.
I totally knew. I told them that. I kept saying, I know I'm your damn. Because I kept telling them exactly what they should do, exactly what they needed to do in my condition to get to stop my heart, and they would just. It seemed like they would just do everything else in the book instead of that,
Yep.
and it was
Okay.
constant torture. It was so painful. I was screaming half the time. It was bad.
And actually the after effects that you're going through is what they've done and why you're feeling it.
Well, I mean, for them to convince me that they made me brain dead, and then to wake up and find out that that was just all some kind of torturous experiment to I don't even know what they were trying to do. But they like when it took 16 hours for them to go through every piece of my brain from top to bottom, all over down my neck, where they felt like they're pulling my head out from my neck. And
You know how you said something behind your heart?
mhm.
It's something that they've planted.
No. What?
But it's not,
What do you mean planted, like, before I was born or recently?
I don't know.
You know, it
It's something, not plant, I'm using the wrong word. It's something that they understand what it is. They're able to fix it.
what they're
I don't know.
well, they're able to fix it, then I would think they'd keep me alive. I don't know. But I don't know. It
I don't know. I've got your energy, and I'll um
well, that's what I was trying to explain to you is they
uh-huh.
remove the top layer of my chest so that
They
I
can be able to look at it.
well, no, it's just that so I cannot feel anymore the, full on beating of my heart as strong as it should be. They've kind of masked it over with a different piece of my chest where I really can't feel my heart as much.
It's like a
Like a s
I'm gonna put it as an analogy because I sew, but it's like putting a piece of fabric so it muffles it.
yeah, and that's they kept trying to do that because they thought I kept telling them if I could hear it at all, my heart beating, and then I feel you lifting me up, I'm gonna panic because the reason I'm panicking is because I don't because I how am I can't I just no longer I've had nothing good happen that I could trust that I'm going somewhere good. And
Yeah,
that's why I hold on. Like when they try to lift me out, I hold on so hard to the couch because I'm afraid. Because they made me
yeah,
so afraid to even want to go now. Because I don't know where I'm going. I'm kind of just, they've given me no signs or hope that there is that I'm going to heaven. You know what I mean? It just feels
yeah. No, you will be going when you pass. You will be going to heaven. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But what I'm trying to figure out what they're trying to do.
but these are angels doing this to me. It's not some kind of alien. Because for a while, I thought maybe I'm going to an alien planet where they really just want to use me as a test subject all the time.
Do you believe in aliens? Where we come from?
I, I don't know. I think there probably are, but I've never really believed totally. But
Well,
no.
it it is there. That is your tethering. Um,
So this has been aliens doing this to me. It's just
yeah, it's another being. Let's put it that way. It's another um from another realm.
well, I just would never think it would. It's nothing that you would think because with angels, I just kept praying. I said, "Can you please just put me in a peaceful, painless euphoria bubble?" Like I've always thought that's what you get when you go.
They're trying to get you there.
Yeah, and like I said I had a visit from my aunt when I was 12. I remember how she felt, how
Yeah,
peaceful she felt because I wanted to go with her when I was 12. So it was that magnetic of a pull. And I said, "Can you just put me in that kind of state of mind until I'm dead? Because at least I would feel not so panicked." And but I mean, like I said, at least they did stop the seizures. They stopped the heart from beating. I can't, like I said, I can't hear it or feel it as strong as I would normally. And now I can walk upstairs and not feel like I can't make it. And so they're masking a lot of stuff on me now.
yeah. Um, because they don't want you to know you're passing when you're passing
Well,
because you put a date on it. Remember, so they're trying to let
well,
ease you into it.
I didn't really put a date on it. It's just that when I asked my mother,
Yeah, but not necessarily a date, but you know it's coming,
well,
and they're trying to let you know that um, they wanted to ease your pain.
yeah, but uh, this has all been my gut feeling. I don't think they would think I was stupid enough not to realize this on my own that it was coming just because of my own feeling. So
Yeah,
I just
it's strange. I mean, all of a sudden I'm getting that.
I just didn't
Okay,
know when. I knew it was
yeah,
coming. I've known for months, six
yeah,
months. I've known this. The exact day I knew it was starting.
yeah,
I just never knew when. But then, like I said, the only reason I knew it was gonna be more rapid was because, like I said, January 26th is when it just went down to, like, 10% oxygen, and now I think it might be down to 2. But like I said, they're masking it so much that I can't that's what I was just telling them today. I'm like, "You're masking it so much that I can't tell how sick I am because I can't feel all that pain and anymore, so I really can't tell." But I know the last I felt, I was down to, like, 2% oxygen in my heart. My head was at least a quarter to a half dead from oxygen 'cause I'm
yeah,
having seizures. But I know I'm bad. If I could feel it all again, I know it's bad. And
yeah,
I wouldn't be able to make it up the stairs. I used to be able to walk up on 10%, I could walk up all the way up the stairs, but when it was down to 2, I could only walk up 2 stairs before I had to sit. So
right,
I know I'm really low. It's just
yeah.
and
Well, I'll get to the bottom of this. We'll get it. I will investigate. Maybe tomorrow I'll have your answer.
I'm just saying I'm just
Oh, I know, I know.
I'm just surprised that that actually it wasn't my exit date because I guess it's not, but I like I said, 'cause I thought I might be the weirdest person to ever pass an exit date.
No, you're not. You're not at all. Um, but Miranda, I don't sugarcoat. I don't lie. I don't do anything that I'm supposed to do. So whatever, and I'm supposed to help you on this.
I know.
So I'll get started on it.
Well, at least I found out that wasn't my soul that left. At least I know it's still in me, so I don't have to because it felt like
Right.
it felt like a I swear to God, if that was a soul, it felt like I said I described all this to my friend that I'm talking to. It felt like a super giant gummy bear popping out of my stomach. And when it happened, my stomach went numb from the top layer all the way down. It like died.
Yeah.
It was like that for weeks. It just was dead. And like parts of my body felt like they were dying. Like my skin looked purple for a while.
Yeah.
My face looked purple.
Your oxygen was really low.
Like the capillaries in my eyes are bursting. I mean, it's just like I felt like I was a brain in a dying body. That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Well, you're not imagining it. It's something that is definitely happening and happened, and um, I'll try and figure out
But
where we can go to get answers.
what are the odds that somebody's gonna read this and believe it? That's the thing. But then also, who would want to? Because this is gonna would terrify the hell out of anybody reading it because it's not all peaceful and roses like everyone thinks death should be.
It's the spiritualists
Yeah.
like me because it gives us um, new knowledge because every day we don't know what's coming. We don't understand it.
Mhm.
And because the veil is so open right now, it even makes more sense.
But it's just so I would if I read this would scare the hell out of me. Like, the friend I'm telling these things to, it's scaring her. It
Not me. It's fascinating.
well,
It really is. I mean, because I mean,
well,
it.
if you were
Yeah,
if you had as much pain as they've been throwing at me, I don't think you would like it either. It's just awful.
I go through a lot of pain every day.
Mhm.
Um, it's just not quite your um areas of pain, but yeah,
It's like because I already have migraine, so a lot of the stuff they did with my brain felt like a million times a migraine. And a lot of the stuff they did was my brain. Or,
yeah,
like I said, or feeling like they're pulling my head out of my body, or
yep,
my neck gets so strained, or it feels like they're yanking me out. Um, Mostly the head and the neck. Oh,
yep,
and, like, all the stuff with my heart, they've tried a million different ways to stop my heart. They've even choked me to a point where I was gasping so much that and they separated me from that to try to stop my heart. Well,
yep.
technically dead. My heart would not stop. It's like my heart will not stop, and
Nope, 'cause it's
the
not
pain
meant to.
that's
They
the
it's so okay.
yeah. Ugh. I don't know.
Well, Miranda, we'll get some more answers here, and I will let you know what I come up with.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, it's not what I come up with. It's actually what spirit's actually going to show me where I need to go and give you the answers that you need,
Okay.
so that way you can be able to move on and be ready. Because, like I said, you're not ready because you're afraid. We have to get you past that.
Yeah, there's like I said, and like I said, as each day goes on, I just overthink more of stupidly of trying to help my brother because I had never got around to decluttering my house and stuff, and I just keep thinking of ways to help him. Even though I don't know why I'm doing it, but
You're not meant to help him,
no, I know.
so stop trying to help him. He has to figure out certain things on his own right now.
Well, the thing that why I was trying to help so much is just because I like we always knew our dad and my uncle were gonna pass because they're very sick and very old, and I'm just some kind of wild card that no one expected to die, and so it's gonna be like a triple thing for him in not that far apart of time.
Yeah. He also has to come to grips with it now.
Yeah, because I after all of us are gone, he's only gonna have my cousin who he barely sees, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's gonna be and I worry because he does have the depression gene and has told me that he cannot promise me that he would not take his life, and that's what I think I hold on to too, just worrying.
Okay. You also need to let him know that him stating that is also keeping you.
Well, he knows that, uh,
Okay.
but like I said, at least he has stopped, um, he for a long time, he, started getting sick of me sending him, like, the when I would update emails on
Well, I don't blame him for that.
well, I was just trying to keep everything updated because I don't know. But the thing is that I'm just trying to prepare like I said, he just got sick of me trying to prepare him when he didn't even fully believe it, you know? He doesn't believe in this stuff either. So,
Yeah.
but at least he has not been giving me grief about it, since January. I think some
Well,
part
that's
of
good.
I think some part of him kind of realizes I'm not joking.
Yeah. Well, with you taking him there to the emergency room did make an impression.
I think so, and like I said, I keep telling my mother, "Can you please just do one of those visits where you visit him and like my aunt did to me." I don't know if she did, but I just would think that would help too, but I don't know.
An idea for you on that? Um, if you'd be up to it.
Oh, he wouldn't be. He's already.
No, be present. No, no, no. Just be present for you getting a reading.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I did get him to do the group one with Araceli, and he did participate and everything, and there's parts of it that I think he believed. Like ever since that, he's just all the crazy crap I told him last year that I thought was true because I was being told by who I thought was Marvin, and I know a lot of it did not come true, and so now I'm totally went back to a psycho who he does not believe.
Yeah. He, but you may need to do that again, and just have to be in the room. He doesn't have to participate at all.
Well, I've already, like I said, I've talked to my mother, and as far as she says, is he's going to remain healthy. He's not gonna make it to his 70s. As far as I know. So
Right.
who knows? Like I said, I don't know. I guess I don't tell people this stuff anymore because, like I said, last year I was told dates.
Crazy.
I was told
You're just crazy.
no, no, not that, but I was told actual dates of
Yeah.
when people were gonna pass, and then none of it happened. But
Yeah.
the only thing that actually turned out to be true was, before it even happened, was that something was wrong with my gallbladder, and that actually turned out to be true. But that's it.
Yeah.
That's really it.
That's yeah. I know. It's
So I lost a lot of credibility by
we can get it back.
being manipulated.
Yes, it can be gained back. It's all right. We will get him taken care of.
I'm just the only thing I'm proud of at this point is just getting it documented, being the first family member to have it documented that it is something that is a genetic, and 'cause nobody's ever been able to before.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it'll help the future generations, I hope. That's all I hope.
Yeah. So
I did tell my brother the 2 other people that are supposedly have it, but I don't want him all I want him to do is just tell everyone to get tested. Just don't tell
yeah,
anyone.
that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Brown. I gotta get off. But I will get back with you by tomorrow.
Okay. Well, like I said, the only other weird thing I was gonna say is the last 4 cats I've had, they've all passed in my arms because I kept telling my brother, like people, cats sometimes need to hear it's okay to go. And
Yes.
I knew a couple weeks I have not been able to see Abby and Molly as much because 'cause they're 2 flights down, but the last time I did see her a couple weeks ago, I could tell she was near the end, and then, like I said, all
Mhm.
I did was I picked her up last night, and I told my brother, I said, "I know she'll be gone by morning because 'cause I'll be holding her.
Yeah.
She needs to hear that she can go," and she was gone within a few hours. It just like the same as the last 3 cats.
Yeah.
It and I'm even if that was supposed to be my exit date a while back, I'm glad I was here to hold her rather than just be spiritually around her. Even though this is not something I want it to be here for. Obviously, I don't want to see because
Hmm.
she's the oldest cat I've ever had live. I mean, she was like 19 and a half. The
Right.
the last one was 18 and a half was the oldest. So
Mm.
mm, she's been part of my life almost 20
Long
years.
time. Yeah.
But I am, even though it is sad, actually very relieved that Molly will be going around my time, because I would want that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you're holding the cat at the same time.
Uh,
I do see you holding a cat when you pass.
well, the thing is, I I've been joking with that I want to smuggle Milo and Maggie with me when I go, so I have been holding them, thinking they'll just take all of us. But
Right.
and like I said, the only reason I can't bring Molly up here with them is because of the eye thing. Because these two have started getting some kind of eye thing, even though I don't think it's the same. But if it is the same thing, I would not wish them to have that because it's not fixable and it's really horrible. Like where it almost looks like blood coming out of their eyes, and so
Oh,
that's kind of why I can't mix them together right now. Otherwise, I would be up here. I would rather have her up here holding her, but
right.
I can't. I mean, the only way I could have, like I said, the only way I would allow it is when Mile and Maggie go to their own home. I wouldn't mind my brother just letting her be up here as long as she was still here, you know.
Yeah.
So that's it. But I'm still gonna have her. I'm still gonna have him take her to the vet just because I'm crazy and I want to know.
You just want to know, and that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, it's just it's not just that. It's just that I want to be sure because if there is a possibility if she does have more years, then she deserves the home more than being here.
Yeah,
You know
I understand that.
that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because it's been way too.
Okay. All right, Miranda. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna send you something and do not be mad at me.
Okay. I won't.
I love
I
you.
can't, but I said I won't.
I I love you.
All right. Love you too, babe.
Bye bye.
Bye.